Well, hello, everybody. Welcome into Braylon Lee's virtual tour live on a Saturday night.
Hello, everybody.
As you can hear, I am here loud and clear. Welcome in. New episodes every Saturday night means new after shows every Saturday night. So glad to have you here. We are in this wonderful car. We are along the way getting ready to do a live after show. Glad to have all of you here. Oh my goodness, what an episode! So much to cover. So, oh, wait a minute. I think something is happening on YouTube right now. It is 9:01. Check your notifications, YouTubers. Check your notifications. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 3 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do take super chats. I take super stickers, Cash App, everything in between. With that being said, hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Rufy Lewis. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Oh, there was so much in this episode. So much. And I have a lot of notes. So are y'all ready to do what we do and go on tour with this show? Let's do it. So let me make sure the music is not too loud for y'all. Is it too loud for y'all or do I need to turn it down? Hang on, I'll try to turn it down to 31. Is that good? Let's see. There we go. All right. So this is episode 2. Saw a lot. Say lady like. So y'all, we pick it up with Keke and Melody at her place. Still, Tiffany accused Keke. Thank you so much, Ruthie. Glad you can hear me and glad to have you here. And like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour, everybody. We're talking about the newest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hello, Tina Turner. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So, Tiffany accused Keke of stealing, and Keke said accused or convicted. So she thought that they moved on, right? Oh, I love you. Talk with Solana. By the way, we had a wonderful time today with Solana. Hashtag combative. Go watch her channel. You'll have a good time. Hey, Simone, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Love you, Solana, for being here. So listen. So Keke thought that her and Tiffany had moved on, but she was not surprised. And when she is vindicated, she expects her haters and doubters to bow down, make up for it. Now listen, I've come to realize that even if you are wrong, even though you did nothing wrong, you're not going to get the apology that you deserve. You're not going to be able to get a second chance to be able to move forward with people. But the biggest thing is life is still going to be lifing. So what are you going to do? Because if you wait around for people to give you what you're asking for, don't expect you out of other people. That's it. Hey, Yolanda, welcome in. Glad to have you here. And because she has lawyers, she cannot talk about it. She's not worried because she knows the details. Vanessa Jackson, welcome in. Glad to have you here as well. So Melody did ask, so it was you in the video. Keke said she could not confirm or deny that it was her. Now, listen. At the end of the day, the video is the video, but in the first episode of the new season, it said no charges have been filed to Keke Jabbar since the airing of that Crime Stopper segment. So we have to take that as is. And listen, I know that everybody likes to place in first place, but it's better to place in third than to place in first, because you place in first, just everybody sees you, you get the credit, and everybody, you get social capital off of that. But place in third with the facts gets you up to first place eventually. Okay. So with that being said, Melody said that if you need support, I am here. And Melody was the first one to call, and Tisha was the last person to call. And so Melody said something really interesting. She said that, did you, Keke, call Tisha when it came to Marceau and Uncle Wanda and that whole situation? And Keke said, I don't feel comfortable talking to her about anything. And so Melody was like, well, you got to recognize that both of y'all are basically the same person. That both of y'all are in y'all feelings and y'all are doing exactly what you want to do. And you trying to get back on the same page. It may take some time to get there, but and Melody said, don't take everything to issue. And when it comes to brokering peace between Tisha and Keke, she wants people to win, and she doesn't want families broken up. And you know what? I think that's the biggest compliment that you can. Thank you to 8 people that are here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour talking about Melody and Keke from Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is the after show live right here. If you are subscribed to me, you may see some notifications about some videos that may or may not have just dropped, by the way. So check those out as well. But right now we're in the live show. Just stay right here with me. Glad to have you here. So, I appreciate what Melody said, because I think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when we talk about the mess of the impossible and the rise of the possible, we need those peacemakers in our life. Maybe we don't need a lot of peacemakers, but we need 1 to 2 good peacemakers that would be like, listen, right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care how you slice it. You feel the way you feel. You have the right to feel the way that you feel. But is what you're focusing on going to help you later on down the line? If it's not, move on from it. And it's easier said than done, because when someone has done something wrong to you, trust me, you want to get back at them. You want to be able to say your piece, and you want to be able to get your rocks off. But I'll tell you this much. Hey, Nikki News and Tea Talk with your girl. Welcome in. I will tell you this. God is always taking care of business that is not your business to see how he's doing it. I'm going to say it one more time. God is taking care of business on your behalf, but it's not your business to look on how he's doing it. Because the way God takes care of business, he don't need you to look, because it'll be too much for your eyes to see. Because there's some things that he's doing that only his eyes have clearance for. You know what? Let me move on. So, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. So after all that, Tiffany wants to invite Keke, to the baby reveal. And, Melody is glad that Keke is doing good. Now, here's the thing about Melody that I like. And listen, I'm a millimeter for the point of I'm seeing what I'm seeing, right? And coming to my own conclusions, okay? I gave Melody Cherie some great ideas, but if she doesn't contact me, that doesn't mean that she's a bad person, or I'm gonna drag her or create some drama because I don't know how to be original with my own content. Okay. Woo, Lord. There's some responsibilities that you can clock out of that you're no longer responsible for. But I'm so glad that Melody is Melody, because here's the thing. Whether you have a Honda Accord or you have a G-Wagon, she is about quality of character, not the quantity of things you can do as a human being. You know what I mean? Thank you, Nikki News. Much love to you. Vanessa Jackson says, awesome how Mel show care about the issue. Speak, Braylon. Simone Morrison says, love that. Braylon Linda Gamble, the legendary Linda Gamble, is saying hello. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So from that point on, and yes, like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate anything y'all do. I do accept super chat, super stickers, Cash App, but you just being here, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, it's more than enough. The fact that you are seeing me, you're embracing me, and you wanting to care about me. Listen, I feel the love, and I send it right back to y'all. Thank you very much. So we get to Marceau and Tisha. Marceau and Tisha. So they are building Chateau Scott, or Scott Manor, which is basically the Chateau Charade version of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They say the renovation's going great. Going great is in the eye of the beholder, but okay. So it started off as a small project. Hey, PN2 Ross, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So it started off as a small project, but then it became a home makeover. New cabinets, new flooring, fireplace, paint, door to the backyard, except her closet. And did y'all notice what Marceau said? That you need to buy another house for that? Marceau, question, bro. Are y'all not married? Oh, but you did say you were an actor in the deposition, allegedly, right? Okay. All right. I listen. I could be completely wrong, but that's what he did say in the deposition, though, right? Shout out to hashtag at trending at some point, rather. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to her. She's been on it. Um, but Tisha asked, "How did the deposition for court go?" And don't worry, Vanessa Jackson, I am going to talk about that because I got a lot to say on that as well. Tisha asked how the deposition for court went, and Marceau said it went fairly well. Once again, fairly well is in the eye of the beholder. So Marceau was trying to educate everybody by saying that, when you are doing construction, sometimes you'll get a counterclaim. Marceau, let me explain to you how business works. If you do what you're supposed to do, there's a thing called a paycheck at the end. It's just like going to school. If you do what you're supposed to do and you fit the criteria of the assignment, you can get an A. But if you don't turn anything in, you get an F. Now every construction company is getting a counterclaim, bro. Stop it. Get some help. Now, here's where it gets interesting. So they're doing this renovation project, right? And there's a furniture budget. Tisha asked about the furniture budget, and so Marceau says, "Why can't we do rent to own?" Now wait a minute. Didn't y'all say y'all were millionaires? Didn't y'all have a Bet on Black event where y'all were going to try to help, kids in foster care in the community, and then y'all were doing senior citizens, but y'all had to cancel it because nobody would spend $5,000 on the table. Okay, but y'all worried about the furniture budget, but yet y'all can't handle the budget for y'all foundation or y'all business. Okay, I listen. I'm just asking questions. So Marceau wants to do rent to own, or he wants to buy things from China. In the words of Chris Brown, he's not dangerous, just like fine China. So Marceau says they have to be creative. So Tisha wants a number, and they'll work within that. And so Tisha said, "I know how we can be creative. Don't spend money on your car." Don't spend money on your car. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, listen. So you're telling him not to spend money on his car, but yet he goes to do it anyway, which would be disrespecting what you have to say, but yet you're with him. Okay. Tisha says, "You budget me, but you're not on a budget." So Marceau said that he's fixing up the house with the allowance that he's on. 13 people in the building. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are live on tour talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. Glad to have you here. So right now we're in the middle of Tisha and Marceau. And so Marceau said he fixed up the house and the allowance that he got for black. Now, every time I type in black on my laptop, it switches it to plaque. Every time. That's no shade. That's in my notes, so I just left it there. So Marceau gets $3,500 for an allowance. So Tisha asks, food, going out, where's the rest of it? In the words of Nene Leakes, where's your scooter? Where is it? Where's your money, Marceau? Where is it? So Tisha gets $5,000. And Marceau says he never asked Tisha about her money. And he says that zero of Tisha's money goes to the house. And Tisha says that, hey, listen, I'm just reporting. Listen, this was a special edition of Family Feud, and these were the dumb answers that came out this week, T-Talk. I'm just reporting what they gave for the answers on Family Feud this week. Taisha J, the legendary Taisha J, one love, much love, all love to you. So Tisha says that, she spends the money on the kids. And so Marceau said, whenever you say that I'm not being honest, I'm not being sincere, I'm not being genuine, you're taking away the sacrifice of what this means. And you're taking away my sacrifice of me doing this. So, when he takes the allowance for the house or black or for her office or for her school, you know, her joking takes away from, his sacrifice, like I said before. And this is why I have to say that, right? At the end of the day, if your partner respects you, they won't joke about your sacrifice, which means pretty much that whatever you're doing, she's not feeling the authenticity, the trueness, and the soul of your investment. You can do what you want to do, but I'm just, in my bed on YouTube just talking about you. I mean, you made yourself public. I'm just rehashing what you said. But anyway, so, Tisha says that Marceau spends money on big ticket items. And so, because he spends money on big ticket items, he feels that he has carte blanche to tell Tisha what to do. And Marceau said that his car wrap was just as much as her purse. And so he asked how much the purse was, and she did not want to say. So, when he spends money, when he says he spends money, Tisha believes that he's lying, because when he does one thing for himself, she thinks, well, that's not the only thing you're doing. I mean, listen, Marceau has showed selfish behavior in the past. I mean, like I said in one of my videos, he got 99 problems, but he can't cover $100. But if we really think about it, he got 99 problems, but he can't cover $100. He can't cover $5 million. He can't cover a furniture budget. So what can he cover? Oh, y'all should check out the videos that just dropped on my YouTube channel. May or may not have. Let me just say allegedly that dropped at 901. Anyway, so, Marceau believes, how can he do this much and be called selfish? And, he asked Tisha, is it time to, are you ready to pick up the girls? And she says yes. And it's like, really? All you have to do is say sorry. It's like squeezing an apology out of her like toothpaste. And really, the conversation really led up to what Tisha really want, another vehicle. It was fine with him. So, the words of LL Cool J, you went around the way for what you wanted. So let's review. You upset about $100. You got a $5 million lawsuit. You can't cover a furniture budget. Not to mention, Courtney probably gave the most money that you had at Black this year. And on top of that, you're approving for Tisha to get a SUV. Okay. All right. Listen, do what you want to do. I'm just recapping what you said. 15 people in the building. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are live on tour talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. Glad to have all of you here. So, whoo, man, oh man, oh man. So this is quite interesting, right? So we get to Tiffany and Stormy. They are at Luxembourg. Luxembourg has been featured several times in Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, it's a bistro style place, and, it's breakfast at Tiffany's with a twist, how her life is upside down. So she wants to make everyone else's life upside down, which, it's it's a very nice concept. So Stormy's excited. Now, Stormy got called on by Tiffany to plan her baby reveal. Now, listen, I told Stormy that she should not do Canvas Spices, Canvas, business school, Canvas preservation. She shouldn't get into that because that's what Melody does. But now she's getting into Canvas party planning. Stormy, just be still for a minute. Be still. You so concerned about your body glaze that you forget your hair care products that have been on back order since 2020. But do what you want to do, though. Do what you want to do. So Stormy, Kimmy, and Tisha are all invited. Tisha has not RSVP'd, and Tiffany, this is going to the dinner that they had in the mid-season finale. Tiffany said that, Tisha and Stormy looked like they were going to cat fight, and Stormy was just saying that she was lightweight. And Tiffany said that Tisha didn't eat her food, but Stormy said that's not her problem. So Stormy does not have a problem with Tisha, but she cannot stand Marceau. And Stormy said that Marceau acts like a itch. Um, y'all watch the episode. Um, and he feels like he's the smartest person in the room, but he's a actual social self-hole. So then, Keke, Mel Fletcher, Melody, really everyone. And so Stormy is shocked about Keke coming because of the history. I understand that, but also Tiffany said, we do have to move forward. Now, let me see here. I just want to make sure, because Vanessa Jackson talked about Keke by saying, I hope she doesn't steal any locks or centerpieces. Now, Tiffany. Really, Tiffany? Really? Because as we continue on, there's some things that you said about Big Lou that Keke can say, well, at least I have my man. That was not cool. You already said in the first episode, I don't know if I should be her friend or not. You already made up in your head that you don't want to be friends with her, but that doesn't mean you have to drag her. That's unnecessary, because if she talks about your husband, you're going to be all the way upset. So stop it. Get some help. So, with that being said, Tiffany doesn't know, like I said before, if Tiffany wants to be Keke's friend or not. And Stormy was happy that Melody, convinced Tiffany to give her a second chance. And listen, I'm happy that Stormy recognized that, and Tiffany has somewhat of a right to feel that she doesn't want to be around Keke, but you don't have the right to shade her. If you don't want to be around her, don't be around her. But for you to go on national television and shade her with her ish, where she could shade you with yours, and see, this is the problem, right? The cast is upset that we on social media are talking about them. Now listen, I'm not telling y'all what to do, but who shows up at 8/7 Central Saturday night for new episodes every Saturday night, only on only here, hashtag on keeping it real? Y'all do. You don't want to be on TV, don't be on TV. We didn't put you up to it, but then don't come over here to tell us what to do with what you displayed on national TV. Just being honest. So Tiffany is going through the motions. Oh, thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour talking about love and marriage. Huntsville. Thank you all so much. Feel the love, send it right back to you. Tiffany is still going through the motions of having, still going through the motions after having a baby. When Stormy had Chase, it was hard for her to get back to work. Tiffany said that it was overwhelming. She is a mom to a 15, 16-year-old. Baby needs you every second. And, it's everything that she asked for. It's everything that you asked for. But yet you feeling overwhelmed. But yet you talked about Keke and what she's going through. Okay, cool. I guess that's fair. You're going through stuff, as a new mom. I'm not negating that. But do you see the black audacity, the black hypocrisy you have by, pouring out your soul, but you're not giving a care about somebody else's soul? Okay. So, Lou has been on the road coaching at A&M, and Lou hasn't even been here. And so, being a wife for him, what your appointment's looking like, how long you're gonna be on the road, checking in on him is overwhelming too. And Stormy asked Tiffany, how is she doing? Tiffany is thankful for that because she has not had this conversation with her husband. Now, when I heard this, now recognize I'm talking from a 28-year-old point of view, single, okay? So I'm just using my knowledge of who I am as a person, and also having an old soul to listen to my mentors and people who've done more life than me. I understand that, and coaching at a historically black college and university is very difficult because you are the resource, unlike predominantly white institutions where they have donors and they have different platforms and programs to fund those programs. You are the resource. However, from what I've seen of Big Lou, I think he would have made time. I could be wrong, but I think he would have made time. Because he seems like a dude that would make time, really. And at the end of the day, I think that that's time management. But also, too, if you kept all that bottled up inside, that's kind of on you, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't know what you're thinking unless you tell me. This isn't for those of you who were in the 50s, y'all know back exactly what I'm about to do. I am about to read this answer from an envelope that's been hermetically sealed on the doorstep of Braylon Lee since 9 a.m. today. Karnak the Magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. Lou is not Karnak the Magnificent. He doesn't know the answers in your head. You have to say something in order for a solution to come forth, okay? Whew. So Tiffany does feel strained and she cries and breaks down often. And Stormy asked, do you go through bouts of depression? And, she said, yeah. And, kudos to Tiffany for being able to say that on national television, because depression hits all of us in many different ways. And so, Tiffany says when you have 30 people texting you, see the baby, it's a lot. And so Stormy said that she has to sit in it for a minute, and it's okay not to be good. And you know what? I think, honestly, Stormy is gaining some fans this season. I really, really do. I think she is gaining some fans this season. I really, really do. Because she's making good points. Now, that don't mean people don't like Stormy still. That doesn't mean people don't like it. But she is gaining some traction with a new audience for her being sensible. So, y'all, in the words of Braylon Lee, who was on Chit Chat with QT's panel, some cocktails don't need to be consumed and some conversations don't need to be had. Can y'all tell me why the Scotts took this double date with the Fletchers? Can somebody tell me why? By the way, Louisiana Chick, welcome in. Glad to have you here. P&2 Ross said Lou tried to tell her, but she had to have a baby, so adjust Tiffany. There is, Big Lou said that. So, there you go. But yeah, Marceau and Tisha and the Fletchers. So it was the Scotts date night, and they did a double date. So Marceau was talking about being late, and that's how the Fletchers must feel about the Scotts. Let me tell you something. This date should not have happened. Because you know what it did? It allowed us to tell y'all about yourselves even more than we're already doing it now. And like Nikki News said, the purpose of the double date was to throw shade at Mel. Absolutely. And honestly, when y'all said what y'all said about the Fletchers, if y'all carried those feelings with y'all should have said, no, we don't want to do the double date. And I think they would have been fine with that. But no, y'all wanted to go on the double date to just be petty, messy, and trifling. Okay, here we go. So, so the Scotts were there first, and the Fletchers want to know why they weren't invited to the Expo. And they have more business experience and been there longer. And Nell Fletcher asked why they weren't invited, and so Marceau said that he did not know what they did. Really? Really? So y'all all live in Huntsville, and y'all don't know what each other does? Okay, Marceau. Okay. So anyway, Chris told Marceau that he was a real estate broker. And Nell asked Marceau, well, what do you think we did? And then Marceau said, well, I thought that y'all made a lot of money. You were Chris's, and you're Chris's pretty wife. What? What? Bruh. If Chris Fletcher said, let's step outside, and I was a producer, and security wanted to go in on you, and the producers wanted to get, and security wanted to come in and pull y'all apart. No, let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook. No, some things just gotta be handled. But Braylon, you can lose your job. Let them cook. That's exactly what I would have did, because that was blatantly disrespectful. Blatantly disrespectful. The blasphemy, the gall, the audacity, and hypocrisy that you have. Oh, thank you so much, Aisha J. Much love to your mom and to you. Feel the love, send it right back to you. Thank you so much. For you to say that about forget a woman, a black woman and a black man. Yeah, that would have been over then. That would have been over then. And, you know, I don't know why Marcel hasn't been handled yet, because any other dude would have handled him by now. Any other dude would have handled him by now. Does Marcel not know that some people believe family is police? Because you know what all Chris had to do, rather? Call up his uncles, call up his nephews, call up his cousins. Call up some of his homeboys. And call some of his business partners that got people connected to the hood, and it handled your behind easily. Not telling you what to do, Chris, but as a king, you command your cavalry and you sit back and wait for the results. That's exactly what I would do, because that, right, like, and to do that on national television. Okay. But you want to rent to own furniture. You don't complete projects. And you got upset about $100 that another black man handled at your place of establishment for water. And you have the black audacity and the black hypocrisy to reduce a black man, what he does, and his wife in front of their face. Okay. So anyway, I just had to get that out, because I'm like, okay. So after all that, you know, the Fletchers have been in business for as old as I am, 29 years. For all my life, they've been in business. And so Nell says that, you know, that she owns a daycare center, Growing Smiles. Now I'm gonna say this to you. Princes and princesses do what they want to do for attention. Kings and queens do what they need to do for a purpose. The reason why he doesn't care is because he doesn't have anything to run that is important enough for him to give a care about. That's why there is a language barrier of purpose. I want you to know that now. There's a language barrier of purpose. He has no purpose. So that's why he couldn't understand why you had a business, because he has no business to attend to. Okay. So, you know, Marceau said, you know, he did think about it. He tried to apologize for it, but he had a smirk on his face. Dude, just say, you know what, honestly, bro, I didn't really care. It would have been trifling, tiring, and tacky, but at least it would have been out the way. Because you try to apologize and smirk, it doesn't work for you. Doesn't work for you, bro. So, you know, Nell said, I don't believe you, Marceau. And so, you know, Marceau said, you were friends with other friends when the Scotts and Holtz were not in a good place, and there was a line that was drawn. And so, you know, Tisha said that friendship is sensitive. And so Nell says she can understand that because of Melody, but honestly, listen, if you're going to cut off friends of friends because you don't like somebody, You need to do that to everybody. So that means if you ain't friends with them because of Melody, you also don't need to be friends with Martell. But you won't do that, will you? Why? Because Martell is part owner of Scott Reality. So he's getting all y'all documents of the $5 million loss that y'all have. Allegedly. And they invested in y'all to be a business because y'all didn't know how to be a business. Y'all got that $5 million on deck? Or no? Or are you like a content creator? I ain't got it. Anyway, so, Chris then asked about the comeback group coming back together. Did they come together? Chris, nothing was coming and releasing. Nothing was coming back to them as a group. Okay, so don't even worry about that. Pacino Rules welcome in. Off camera, they were all hanging out at the pool in Houston. Just because I'm at the pool don't mean I actually want to be there. Maybe I just want to be there for my own piece, and you just happen to be there. Louisiana chick Marceau probably did a lot of running in his day to avoid a good old-fashioned earth whooping. If he had got hit in the mouth so early, he wouldn't be reckless with his mouth. No, I think that he still would have been reckless. Because if that's him as an adult, I would hate to see what he was as a child. Real talk. So, as I keep reading here, Martell worked the crowd and Melody did show up, which was a good thing. Now, this was the crazy part. You say that Melody showing up was a good thing, but yet you shaded her in the next breath. So Nell said that, y'all didn't want to pay nobody to speak. And so Marcel said that he did not charge them to speak because they paid everything out of pocket. Marcel, do we need to go back to the first half of this season where you said that we're not paying y'all to speak at all? When Melody said, listen, I have speaking fees, and as a public speaker, you do get paid to speak based on the engagement, based off how big it is, and based on the topic. Really? And if I'm not mistaken, Maurice had 0.01% of intelligence. Make a lot of people were showing up virtually doing this as speaking engagements and making $5,000, and your wife shot that idea down. Sir, you did say that you were not going to pay anybody to speak. Stop that. Get some help. So Marceau then says some of them did not do enough to get paid. Maurice, Stormy, and the Scotts have been in business for a long time. And so, Chris said that you're not going to shade the Holts. They were professional and you were partners with them. And, Marceau said that, I'm not going to trust somebody with a t-shirt business. Sir, Melody does sell clothing, but she also has a collection with a very high profile stylist named Jay Bolin. 7th Avenue is popping. Oh, I forgot. Didn't your wife make Macy and Mila? How is that selling? Because isn't that Campus Beauty product or no? Sir, I need you to stop. Because you're looking really rough out here. And if you don't stop, you might not have a mouth to speak or to eat. But then again, you got a vasectomy, so nothing's releasing into the galaxy for a star to come out. Anyway, and yet your wife stepped down on you allegedly, and you got upset because she stepped down on you. Okay. So anyway, Chris, like I said, all that. And Marceau said, where are they now? Tisha asked about cheating with the Fletchers. Nell said it felt like a jab, but also felt like a moment for a personal conversation. Now, that was not for a personal conversation. And I get sometimes you'll throw out subliminals to say, hey, hey, just I'm lost over here. But no, that they already Marcel already disrespected y'all by reducing y'all to his pretty wife. And then they want to bring up y'all past issues in front of y'all face with a camera that's going to be on national, where that scene could be on national television. No, she did that because she wanted to be trifling. That wasn't a moment. No, that wasn't a moment. So anyway, we're almost done, y'all. Then I will drop the link because I want to hear from all of you, because I know y'all got a lot to say. I got a lot to hear from all of you. So then, Tiffany pulls up to Luxembourg and it's not ready. So Tiffany was like, why is it not ready? And the party planner said because it's started to rain. And so my thing is this, right? Like, now you're a party planner. Now she's a black party planner, so shout out to her. Did nobody check the forecast? And did nobody go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get some tents that y'all could have put down so that way y'all could get everything on the inside like the morning of? Like, really? Just okay. All right, it's y'all party. I'm just giving a suggestion. But anyway, so Tiffany pulls up, it's not ready. Stormy comes in a blue dress. Not gonna lie, it was popping. I put that in my notes because I thought the curves were popping. Listen, y'all know why I like over here. It is what it is. But anyway, that don't mean that I like Stormy though. I just thought the dress was cute. But anyway, so Stormy does not want Tiffany to be stressed. Then Kimmy arrives. The Melody arrives, says hi to everybody, but Stormy didn't want to say hi to Melody because she was going through. Stormy was going through her purse, and at the end of the day, like, just say hi. Like, it's a baby reveal. Really, do we have to do this? And Stormy says it was an ish show for the Expo. Then Nell comes in. And Stormy said that, she could have been in the front row. And then Tiffany talks about it. So then Melody and Nell, they go sit down. And they talk about the dinner that the Fletchers and the Scotts had. So basically, Tisha wants to move forward, but Nell's friendship with Melody hinders Tisha from moving forward with her. And so Melody said something very important. She said that, Rufy, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, honestly, the waffles were more together than the balloons. But you know what, though? What's really interesting about waffles and balloons, they both have to be made. So, like, what do you put your energy into? I'm just listen, it came out at the end, it did, but and not to mention too, like, most reality shows, they take 12 to 14-hour days. So that party lasted for a while. So there was probably some scenes of them setting things up that just didn't make it because people don't want to see people setting up balloons. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they ever got them up. But Melody did say something very interesting. She said that friendship didn't matter when y'all went to black and y'all gave money to their business. So it's bullish. Melody did bring up the $5 million lawsuit, and Melody said she's been running a business since 2008. And she said the last time that she checked, Black brought up t-shirt, Black sells t-shirts and the cup, My Blueprint, My Life. And so Mel doesn't like black men attacking black women. She says trifling, it's tacky, it's wrong, and I will tell them to their face. I think and here's the thing too, right? Just because Melody is saying that doesn't mean all black men are doing it. Like I said, there are boys who will holler like Stephen A. Smith, and there are men who will speak like Braylon Lee. Now, Stephen A., I love you, bro. I really do. I respect you in First Take. I respect you for your career. I respect you as a black man. But you do say Holla at your boy. I know that's Brandon, but you did say holla. Boys don't holla, men speak. Don't come for me. Do not come for me. Anyway, so with that being, I'm not that big for him to respond. I'm not that big for him to get upset about y'all. So that ain't gonna happen. But if he does respond, hey, listen, it's all for fun and giggles, y'all. It really is. Like at the end of the day, there's bigger fish to fry. This is a moment in time. Stephen A. Smith could care less. He's making 15. I think he's making $12 million a year, $1 million a month. You're gonna focus on $1 million a month for some small YouTuber. Men have purpose. Boys get attention. Okay. So then we get to the preview. Kimmy says we should have something to give feedback about the Expo. And Tisha says she felt like she didn't really need it. And Nell's face, my lord. Keke did not go because she was too sick. Now, Keke did say that she, went to the hospital twice in 1 week. And, Keke probably really did want to go, but I felt like if she would have texted them, then somebody would have said something. But at the end of the day, your health comes first before any baby reveal. I'm sorry. Like, if Keke was my wife, you sick, you're not going, don't worry, I'll text them. Don't know if a text was sent, but hopefully, Keke or Keke or, her husband, message somebody, right? So, Nell and Melody talk about the conversation at the reveal. Nell believes that Tisha can't take constructive or corrective criticism, and Melody's more upset because of Marceau shading her. Kimmy said this money thing is growing legs, and Maurice said he paid his $100, and Kimmy, said, let me put a spin to that. Nobody paid. And so, Kimmy was wearing this black top that had sheer on it and cargo pants. She could have been a sergeant drilling into me. You heard? Listen. All right. I would have been on the battlefield for that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And then, Lord help, then Marceau doesn't have a high opinion of the products of business. And then Melody said that you're trying me. So and that is the show, y'all. Give me a moment. The after show with all of you starts right from this space, right here and right now. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Give me a moment as I drop the link. Love you, Val. I appreciate y'all. Feel the love, send it back to you. Give me a moment. Give me 1 moment as I get the link together. All right, you all, the link is pinned. Come on up. Let's talk. I know you have a lot to say. I know I got a lot to hear from all of you. Come on. What do y'all want to talk about? There was so much in this episode. So much happened in this episode, y'all. Lord help. Woo, I got a feeling that this season is just getting started. I have a really big feeling that it's just getting started, y'all. Okay, I feel like this Black Expo is going to be a storyline. Eventually, they're gonna have to get off of talking about Keke. Eventually, they're gonna have to get off of talking about Keke, because at this point, like, no charges have been filed on Keke Jabbar since the Crime Stopper segment. So, like, Keke is going to have to be dropped. That's the storyline eventually. This Expo is going to have to be dropped soon. So, like, what else do y'all have? Like, we got the trip to Houston coming soon, as we saw in the preview. So, listen, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Pacino Rule says that it's standard for event organizers to seek feedback from participants. That's true because that is free advertising and research that can help you become better for your next event. And like I said, if you listen, I'll put it like this: if you can't take feedback from your family and friends, how you gonna be able to take feedback from venture capitalists that invest in the Black Expo as a franchise? Come on now, like real talk, like real talk. So we'll see what ends up happening. We will see what ends up happening with all that. By the way, I thank all y'all for coming through. I really do appreciate y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are live on tour talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you want to come up, the link is pinned there. Would love to hear from you on what you have to say about this particular episode. A lot happened in this episode. You know, Marceau needs to be handled. I can't do it. I can't do it with him. No, I just like no, like dude, you can't reduce somebody's wife like that in front of their face, dude. That's not cool, not cool at all. Like and like I said, you didn't know that they've been in business for 29 years, bro. Really, you didn't know that? Okay, you didn't know that. That was just blatantly disrespectful to me. I'm sorry. That was just way out of line. No. And not to mention too, it's just like, where do you go in your mind to do that though? Like, are you trying to look for a moment? Like you're on the show. Like you don't have to really do much. Like wherever you say, can be on TV. Like you don't have to do the most in order to be on TV. Like I said, this is like a game of how big can I get and how long can people care about it? You know what I mean? I really just did not get it because that was just so jarring to me. Like, it's one thing for us to see, but imagine how the Fletchers felt sitting there in front of them. Hearing that was just blatantly disrespectful. I just know there was no way that I could. No. And then to disrespect former friends that invested in your business too. That no, like y'all just not good people. I'm sorry, like I try to give everybody a fair shot, and I do mean everybody, but I don't really see it. I really don't see it for the Scotts actually making it out of this show. I really don't like if the show ended after this season, I don't see the Scotts being successful at all. Like this. No, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I really don't. I think that probably was the biggest moment of the whole event. Well, of course, the S spell being brought back up, but like, it seems to me that like the show is about to start using recycled storylines just to have a show. And it's just like, guys, like really, like what don't we know? But it is interesting that they are allowing some things that we've been talking about on YouTube to come to public display. You know what I mean? So this show is just beginning, y'all. Rod Daniel said the Scotts are taking it. They are intimidated by the Fletchers. Absolutely, they're intimidated. Absolutely. But you know what? Here's the thing. It seems like Chris and Nell, from what I've seen, are very kind of people. Like, and Nell kind of reminds me of my mom. She's from the South. She believes in right and wrong is wrong. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're good people, she will be there in your corner. I truly feel that about Nell. And, from the last episode where, Chris told Martell that he had 30 days to get out after Martell squatting I feel like Chris is that dude that like, hey, if you're going through something, bro, I'll help you. Seems like these are helpful people. They are definitely intimidated. And why do you have to be intimidated by success? Like, it's one thing for the world not to like black success, but why are you doing it to your own people? I genuinely do not get that. And not to mention too, like, do you not know that the Black Expo, that there are people who have children? That would have been great for them. But you know what? At the end of the day, not every platform deserves your energy. I really mean that. Not every platform deserves your energy. So I'm glad that they didn't go to the Expo. Lord Jesus. Ay. And then, you know, with Stormy and Tiffany, that girlfriend conversation, I thought that was a real conversation that they had. Because so many times we feel like people are strong because they're going through it, they're handling it. But just because they're handling it doesn't mean that their mental's okay. And so we do need to check on our strong friends a lot more. So I will give Stormy credit for you know, being a good friend. And it seemed like Tiffany and Stormy do have a really good friendship with each other. Now I'm not gonna lie. Is it me or does Stormy look like a therapist? With her pink glasses. Tell me, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about this? I really felt like she was a therapist. Like, but she did a really good job of just being there, being supportive. Now, she could do that more often. Maybe she wouldn't get all the hate that she gets. Like, you know, but also too, you gotta change some of your business practices too. You know what I mean? But and then with Tiffany, like, just be still, go to sleep, and breathe. You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine what it is to be a new mother. And, you know, try and balance out a new baby and, you know, 15 and 16-year-old that's about to be grown. So you're dealing with them transitioning. And not to mention having a very demanding life where you have to find a soul for yourself to be Tiffany. That's very difficult. I don't wish that on anybody. You know what I mean? I really don't wish that on anybody. But in the same token, like, you are responsible for the energy that you give. You don't have to invest your energy into every responsibility. There's some responsibilities that you can clock out of that you're not responsible for. Nikki News, I agree with you. I like Stormy's energy tonight. And let me tell you something. I think Stormy's gaining fans. I really do. I really do, because nobody likes Marceau, and she was right about Marceau and the $100. She was also right about giving Keke grace. And she's understanding Tiffany. Those are 3 points right there. She's gaining traction, Stormy. So listen, I know some of y'all don't like Stormy, but listen, I'm just covering the show and how I'm seeing it. Rod Daniels said they need to revamp the cast. Fletcher's, Stormy, Courtney, Melody, Miss Van are interesting. Martell and the Scots are boring. Too much of the Scots Tonight Show, totally boring. Okay, I can feel what you're putting down, Rod Daniels. I can definitely feel that. And not to mention too, like, it's called Love and Marriage. Like, it's okay to show the ebbs and flows of what it is to be in love. Now, Melody doesn't want to show her day in life, but I will gladly go on the show as, you know, one of her suitors. I'll gladly do that. I mean, I all I need is a plane ticket and a hotel. No, let me stop. Because I already call her Melody Cherie Lee sometimes, but she's not Melody Cherie Lee, y'all. She's Melody she's Melody Cherie Rogers show. Okay, so just calm down. But no, I think that they have an echo chamber on that show of storyline. So just expand the focus to the ebbs and flows of what love is on the spectrum of love. What is marriage on the spectrum of marriage? Because these recycled, tired, and dragged out storylines, people are not here for it. They're not. Eventually, Lord. Like I said, and Owen, if you're watching, don't approve Love and Marriage Atlanta. Please don't. Please don't. Let the show play out first, then see where it is. Now, shout out to Anonymous T. Um, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. Seeing light, love, and positivity to each and every one of you. I love her intro. I love, love, love her intro. I really, I really do. And you know what? Here's the thing, right? I genuinely laugh at that intro because of how it makes me smile. I really mean that. Like, y'all don't understand how big energy is. And I know as a Christian, I don't deal with energy. That's a sin. Y'all, I'm gonna give you all to all the Christians out there. I'm gonna shock y'all for me. Let me take out my glasses so y'all can see my full eyes as I say this. Blessings have energy and curses have energy. I'm gonna say that again. Blessings have energy and curses have energy. Do with that what you will. Okay? Okay. But yeah, I just reunion's gonna be interesting. Reunion is going to be interesting. And then can we talk about can we talk about the rent to own furniture? Like really? Really? So y'all are millionaires, but y'all going to rent to own furniture? Or you want to buy things from China? But y'all doing a renovation. And yet y'all can afford a rental? And yet you're approving Tisha to get a new SUV. Like, make it make sense for me. Like, I make it make sense for me. I don't get it. I truly just don't get it because I'm just like, your wife is questioning you about your commitment, right? If your wife has to question your commitments about how you're giving, is y'all marriage even real? I mean, you did say that you was an actor, and you said on the Carlos King interview that you feel like you're acting with your wife. That means you're acting as a parent. Kids are innocent, but you said that you were acting. So are you acting as a dad to these kids? Are you acting as a construction owner? Like, dude, come on now. What woman is going to allow their husband to say, I'm acting as husband with you? No woman I know. No woman I know. Nikki News says the SUV will likely be leased through the business. Well, I mean, if it's a $5 million lawsuit, I mean, that SUV will be used as collateral to pay off Zen Gardens. So, I mean, hey, listen, Zen Gardens, you might get a brand new SUV. Y'all know the price is right. Let's see the first item up for bid. It's a brand new car. The 2024 Nissan Altima has all-wheel drive, Android and Apple CarPlay, cruise control, automatic windows, and the actual retail value is $30,000. Back to you, Drew. Oh my Lord, man. In the words of Ruben Studdard, and 1 million more. And this is I'm sorry for 2004. I ain't gonna mess up no more this year. And I take my one chance and make it real clear. Damn, I'm sorry. I mean, really though, like, this is what we're doing? Okay, I guess. See, that was me playing. Once again, that was me playing too much. That's why it did what it did, okay? Live TV, folks, you never know what's going to end up happening. Like I said, if y'all want to come up, feel free to come on up. I would love to hear from you. Because I don't want this live to be an echo chamber. If you have a difference of opinion, come on up here. Let me know if I'm right, if I'm wrong, or if it's just Bray, it's the show. Because I do believe y'all voice is important too. Um, and then, like I said with Keke, I hope all is well with Keke. I cannot imagine, you've been clean and sober and elevating for this long, and then, just because you have a moment, whether it's true or not, that's who you are. You know what I mean? So it's quite sad. It's quite sad. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. 17 people in the building. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're talking about love and marriage. Huntsville, everybody. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. By the way, I hope y'all like the thumbnails. I'm going to try to post the thumbnail. Actually, hang on. Let me see something real quick, y'all. Give me a moment. I'm going to try to post something to my community tab. Hang on. Give me a moment. Type of one in the chat if y'all can still hear me, okay? Type of one in the chat if y'all can still hear me. Type of one in the chat if you can still hear me, because I'm going to drop the thumbnail. Let's see here. I'm going to drop the thumbnail, because I don't know why it didn't show up. Okay. Y'all, give me a moment. Let's see. There we go. All right, can y'all still hear me? Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. I just posted the thumbnail. There we go. I just posted the thumbnail of Tiffany so y'all can see, because I don't know why I didn't show up. I don't know why I didn't show up in the video, because usually, the video you can see that. I don't know why I didn't do it. But yeah, that is the thumbnail. So hopefully you guys like that thumbnail. I'm gonna try to step my thumbnail game up a little bit more. I don't know if y'all been noticing that. But yeah, I've been trying to step my thumbnail game up more. So if you click on the thumbnail, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, I try my very best to, when it comes to the show, I try my best to capture the moment that I thought, summed up what that scene is or was. So if you guys want to see the thumbnail for Tiffany, just go to my community tab and see it. But yep. Yes, indeed. So I'm so glad that y'all are here. Thank y'all for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are live on tour talking about love and marriage Huntsville. So much happened in this episode. Like I said, if you want to come on up, feel free to come on up. I'm so glad that you all are here. And like I said, new after shows every Saturday night. Thank you all so much for being here. And let me tell you, I don't just say 901 for no reason. I do not say 901 for no reason at all, y'all. I truly do mean that. I really do. So yeah. So if you're asleep right now and you're at this point, welcome. Glad to have you. Thank you for being here this long. We have been live on tour for 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 9 seconds. Hey, Rosemary, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So if you missed the live replay, gang, if you missed the live, there are 5 videos. I'm going to tell you what they are so you guys can go see them. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the thumbnails look like so you can go and see them. Go my videos. So the first video says, Keke, do not hammer in and nail in on me on what I've been through. The other one says, so Marcel, you can't handle $100. You can't handle $100, $5 million, or a furniture budget. So what can you handle? The baby reveal was serving mimosas and truths. Some double dates cause trouble. # no love at the table. And then for the Tiffany one that did not show up, I may re-upload the video so you guys can see the actual thumbnail. But basically, Tiffany's thumbnail says, and I quote, Tiffany is okay to clock into how you feel and unpack your suitcase of emotions. So those are the 5 thumbnails. Okay, those are the 5 videos I uploaded right at 9:01, 1 minute after the show. So if you missed this live, go to those 5 videos. I recap the entire episode through those videos there. But welcome in. Glad to have all of you here for Virtual Tour Live. We are just chilling out. By the way, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, me and T Talk with Your Girl will be doing our legendary review together. That will be very exciting because, you know, my opinion may change based on what T Talk says. You know, she's auntie, I'm nephew. You know, she's got, you know, auntie privilege to say things. I got nephew privilege to say things. So that'll be happening tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Gigi, good to see you. Good to see you. Gigi, did I not tell you the thumbnails would be fire? Or did I not tell you the thumbnails would be fire? Listen, I'm coming through this season for y'all. I am. You know, it's really interesting what happens when people want to shade you, talk about you, toss you aside. Sometimes the person that you want to just be out your life, sometimes they're the biggest plug in the world and you don't even realize it. But y'all keep talking though. Keep on talking. Okay? Anyway, there are a couple of people who know why I'm laughing like that. There are a couple of people that know why I'm laughing like that. But anyway. And you know what? I'm gonna let y'all figure out. Because exactly right. Exactly right. Because you know what I noticed in my videos? Those are very clear pictures of the episode, ain't they? Ain't there some clear pictures of this episode that just aired an hour ago? Interesting. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Glad to have all of you here. By the way, if y'all missed a good live today, besides this one, if replay game, if you're not here, you missed it for this one. But earlier today, me and GG9 had a good time with Talk with Solana and our homeboy Q. We miss Q. He is a father and a good damn dad at that. We love that brother very much. And also too, Devin with Ready to Love. I think he posted on Facebook that he was going to be done talking about Ready to Love. I hope that's not true, but shout out to that brother too, because he was on our panel at the beginning of the season. But we had a little drinking game that for every time we said combative, we had to take a sip. Y'all, I don't know how many sips I did, okay, but I know there were a lot of them. Go to Queen T with GG9's channel and Talk with Solana's channel, and you'll see the show. It was a good one. Flora M, welcome into you. Glad to have you here. How do these people buy so many cars? I think they lease them. They probably do. And was trying. Listen, I was out of it because let me tell you something. Here's the thing, right? So there's a young woman named Jessica, and she does not like the word combative. So basically, If combat, combative, or any subliminal was said, we took a sip. Y'all, it was some of the funniest content today on YouTube. I'm telling you, you have to go watch the panel show. It was so good. But yes, so watch that for sure. We're here talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'll drop some videos at 9:01, 1 minute after the show. 1 minute after the show. But yep. So we are here just chilling out. Glad to have all of you here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, I think brown skin girl is pregnant. Congratulations, brown skin girl. Congratulations to you. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think it is brown skin girl. Congratulations to brown skin girl. I think she is pregnant. Congratulations. Yeah, so I said hi to her before coming over here, but congratulate. I think it's brown skin girl or drop the mic. But either way, congratulations on the news. We love the Messy Girls meetup over here. Congratulations as well to either. I think they're saying brown skin girl is pregnant. So congratulations to her. Blessings, love, and joy on the blessing of joy to come upon the world. Amen. I love being in positivity. I love being in the goodness. I love being a part of moving forward. Because you know why? At the end of the day, my receipts of who I am, it speaks for myself. I've been here over an hour and 25 people were here at the pinnacle of me being live. So listen, 25 people ain't just gonna come over here if they didn't want to see me. So, but yes, indeed. If y'all want to join, just click the link there. We are live on tour talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So much happened in this episode. Oh, Lord. And this is just the beginning of the season. This is just the beginning of the season, y'all. I got a feeling that this season is going to be really ratchet. Not so much ratchet because the people are ratchet, but just the absolute ratchetivity. That means activity and ratchet. So the ratchetivity that will be happening, I have a feeling that that's coming. And for some of you that's going to be asking, well, Braylon, how do you know? I know. Let's just leave it there. I know. Okay. I know. For sure. So, yeah, storylines are getting fake and ratchet. I agree with that. It's coming in an echo chamber for sure. And like I said, they just need to expand the focus of the show. Because I would like to see some behind the scenes of business. I really do. I really, really do. So, but yep, if you guys want to come up, feel free to come on up. Just click the link there. Would love to hear from you. I'm gonna be here until it's over, until y'all don't want to talk anymore. I am here to talk to y'all about anything and everything of this episode. And like I said, hashtag hit 'em up style. That's what I do over here. I hit 'em up style for a lot of good stuff. So, did I do it again at 9:01 or did I do it again at 9:01? Oh my goodness. My goodness.
Listen, you did it. You did it. We know. We've talked about it, so we know. And the thumbnail, let me tell you, you put hard on them. You're always on point. So I'm gonna give you that. Definitely want to give you your kudos and actually express congratulations to you. For was it the 50,000 views? Like that's huge.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. You were doing your damn thing. Fuck what anybody else has to say. Like if they don't understand how you move, it's not for them to, and they're not supposed to go in the direction you're going, so they're not even supposed to even know where you're going. So all the other stuff that is going on, just don't even let that you know what I'm saying, get to you or even.
Absolutely.
But honey, this episode of Love and Marriage. When I say them Fletcher, hold on. You know what? Where do you want to start? I'm not even going to come up here and just.
You know what? There's so much to talk about. I feel that the point of the episode, because I mean, we could all agree that the Black Espo is a recycled storyline, right? So we could just forget that. Can type in one in the chat if y'all agree we can just forget that storyline because it's here. It's here. I personally feel the biggest moment of the night was when Marceau had the black audacity and the black hypocrisy to say, all y'all do is make money and you his pretty wife. I'm like, dude.
When I say I was waiting for Chris to come across that table and snatched a little bit of hair that might be coming out that bald scalp of his, just go ahead and just scalp him to the white meat. I was waiting because I'm sorry, Chris don't look like the type to play that shit.
Not at all.
And it's like the cameras was there, so he still wanted to, keep his composure. But he wasn't for that shit. That was so disrespectful. Just because that's the box that you put your wife in, doesn't mean everybody else does that.
Exactly right. And like I said, if I was a producer and Chris wanted to take it outside and security wanted to get, nope, let them cook. Nope, let them cook. Because y'all got some ratchet family members and y'all damn family and y'all don't let them cook. That's why y'all got problem. No, let them cook. But bro, I don't give a damn if I will get fired. Let them cook. Hell, that's exactly what I would have done.
They needed that. Listen, I'm waiting because one, I thought Courtney was going to take him out. Marceau is at the point to where he has one more good thing to say. And it's going to be his ass. And it's not even going to be where it's going to happen on the show. No, honey. We gonna get a glimpse of Marceau in the hospital. They going to pretend like he done fell off a bike or something. No, you got your ass whooped. That's what that is.
Yep.
I'm calling it right now.
I agree.
Because the disrespect, it's just too much. It's just, he just like, the way he is, it's not even just straight disrespect. It's just disgusting. It's just so nasty to where it's like, you know what? I just want to hit you in your mouth just because it's Tuesday.
Yep. No, I feel you.
Like, hey, T-Talk, Wednesday, you're going to say some bullshit. Hey, T-Talk, how you doing, baby? I love T-Talk. Let me tell you, T-Talk, I love you. I just want to let you know that. You keep doing your thing, too.
Absolutely. She'll be back up, y'all. She sometimes when she goes into different areas of the house, sometimes the connection hits out. But I know she was trying to come up here to speak. So she'll be back up, y'all. She will. But yeah, I just felt like, dude, how can you do this? Like, first of all, you came for two women and how they handle business on national TV, bro. Okay. And then
what I find the funniest is the fact that who you're coming for are people who have bigger and better businesses than you. Because you're doing construction, but honey, how long is it taking you to build up one thing? And
I mean, Extreme Makeover Home Edition builds homes in a week, bro. So stop that, like, really.
And I was about to say something, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't reveal certain things, but that ass gets all the way together. But still, the hypocrisy of basically, like, downplaying the work that has been done, downplaying what it is that even Mel does, period. And he's been
Absolutely
doing that
right.
for a while, downplaying the hope. Like the hopes aren't this,
Hmm.
the hopes aren't that. Honey, there is no scope without hope.
And by the way, it's fun. And T Talk, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. It's funny how you're shading the Holt, but but Martell asked you to help him with his license. So is he not that good of a friend, but yet you shading him?
Mm,
Interesting. Okay. Oh
right.
Lord. T Talk, welcome up.
Hey, Tito. Think your mic's on mute.
Yep. Well, see,
But
okay,
yeah,
she's figuring
the
out though.
shade
But yeah,
is the shade becomes too much. Now I could
yeah.
understand if you was a multimillionaire or if you was doing things, but you're not. And then y'all can't. Okay, I know you said we gonna skip back to past the Black Expo, but this part right here is for y'all to say this is something for the community. Yet you charge the community for it. Then you're not
Mm-hmm.
even giving back to the community that you just charged. What was this really for? Because all that money, the sponsorships, the money you got from the vendors, and anything else in between
Absolutely.
all went in y'all's pocket. And Marceau said that when he went to Stormy and asked for that $100, and she said, y'all acting like y'all hard up. He said, we are. That $100 goes in my pocket. So
Mm-hmm.
all of that money is going in your pocket. No wonder why you want to get this. Why, really? What do you need a car like that for? I'm sorry. Do you not understand that you are a father of three? Sometimes there's just certain shit that you just cannot get, especially while you have children that small still in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just always on the mom to have the car that makes sure that it can fit everybody inside of.
Right. Honestly, to tell you the truth, if Marceau was in the world of power or empire, he would have been gone by now. He would have been
Well,
gone.
listen, somebody would have threw him off a bridge long time ago.
Not bringing up with not nephew Tommy Child. I meant Tommy from Power when he had Tariq over the side of a building. Not that moment. Not that moment. That's what. For those of you who don't know who Tommy Egan is, he's a white brother that's black, and Tariq, who is too big for his own britches. Um, you know, um, he thought he could play Uncle Tommy, and Uncle Tommy wanted to find out. And Tariq found out. Well, guess what? When you do grown man things, there's grown man consequences. And I feel like Marceau would not have made it in Power or Empire because Lucius or Ghost would have handled him very easily.
Right, as I
Very
said, his
easily.
ass would have been hanging off a building or in some water. And
Listen,
listen, no,
man, man, oh man. What did you think about Stormy? Doing canvas therapy with Tiffany.
you know what? That's it. See, listen here. I drank all my drink earlier, Braylon. So now you should listen. You got to have a drink for certain things like this because wow. See, let me just say off top, I don't like Tiffany. Tiffany is not to be trusted. Don't
Mm-hmm.
trust Tiffany, okay? Because
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all, for those who don't know, we gonna throw out the allegedly off top.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to Keke and this whole Crime Stopper stuff,
Right.
Tiffany is the one who gave it to production for them to even run.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany is the one behind all of this to where we're even seeing it and seeing it play out. And for her to sit back and clutch her chest as if she just doesn't know and then say, well, what do you think? What are we doing with our brands? Girl, what is your brand?
Exactly right.
Like, okay, yes, you're a businesswoman, but what is the business though, honey? What is your
Right.
brand? And you don't even fuck with Keke enough for her to even be close enough to do anything that comes to your brand. If your brand is solid and you are doing what you need to do, I'm sorry, Keke can't destroy that.
Exactly
Y'all
right.
act like y'all are best friends, hang out all the damn time. Like y'all are just, you act like you was in the passenger seat when it, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like that was a real cop out. Like, I mean, and not to mention too, to use another person to ask a question that you already confirmed your answer on. Really? Really? Really?
Right.
That would be like one of my friends saying that you know what, Braylon, I'm gonna be performing at the Grant. You know what? I'm just gonna use Lizzo for example. Okay. Now this is just an example. Y'all know she's going for a lawsuit, but follow me here. Braylon, now I know that you're hosting the Grammys and you know Lizzo is performing and you know I'm gonna be performing. Do you think that I should, you know, be at the Grammys, you know, because you know I know how you are about your brand and I know you and Lizzo, you know, y'all talk. You know, should I not go to the Grammys? Okay, question. Are you nominated? Yes. Okay, cool. Are you performing? Yes. Let me ask you this. Do you feel that do you feel like this performance can advance you or de-escalate your career? Well, why are you asking me that? Because this is on you. Don't use me for an answer you already confirming. Because I have to host. They called me. They didn't call you. Like, I just felt like that was such a cop-out.
Cop out was not even a word. And then one thing I will say is I do like, I don't like Stormy because listen, Stormy, she, okay, I'm trying not to say too much without at least saying enough though. You know, Stormy, we will see her. I ain't gonna say she shifts because she still acts as though she's just like has this huge problem with everybody.
But she is evolving though. She's gaining some traction with new fans.
With
That's
Tiffany.
Facts.
She's gaining traction with Tiffany, and I feel like she's trying to use that. And honestly, I will say I respect her actually saying like, "Hey, I'm not going to judge Keke off of what is being said, and you know, innocent until proven guilty." And that's one thing is when you're in, you know, you have a certain life or you come up from hood shit, you understand that very clearly. That's something Tiffany just doesn't understand. She doesn't like get normal social cues.
Right. Yep.
Tiffany is just oblivious to it. She just, and it's like, oh, I have no filter. I just say what I want. Okay. But was you caring about your brand or anything when you went to Sheree and said the shit that you were saying to Sheree? Because Sheree's a whole brand. And honestly, she could have snapped your brand out of wherever it is quicker than what Keke got going on.
Very true.
So let's not pick and choose who and what we want to paint in a negative light.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, Stormy, listen, Canvas party planning cannot be a business for you. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that now.
If that is the business, then listen here. We're going to listen. Let's stick with canvas paintings or something. Let's go.
No. I think canvas therapy could be a real business because she actually did a very good job.
Yeah, possibly, but the party planning, no, baby. Let's keep this. We not. No, I'd rather have Party City plan my party than Stormy.
You know what?
Too much. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll drink.
Now, do y'all know how hard it is to go to Party City? You have to blow the you have to blow the party horn 10 times in order to open up the door to Party City to go get them to play in your party. Now that's just too much work.
Listen, if you got the lungs, you can blow. Some people don't need lungs, but they still do it.
Well, listen, some people don't have lungs to blow and some people don't have the throat to take on things. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. We're live on tour.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe, everybody. If you want to come on up, just click the link right there. We're having a good time. Oh my
Oh.
Lord. I'm sorry.
So, question: what
Yes.
did you think? Okay, so with the Fletchers having, the conversation
Sure.
with the Scotts,
Sure.
what do you think about Tisha's questioning?
I said this in the review that I felt like that was a dig because don't quote me, but I think there was some infidelity in their marriage. I think.
And the Nels, yeah, there was. They have spoken openly about them actually going through healing and the whole cheating and everything. They have spoken openly about that.
Right. And so
I feel though it was more so insight on getting help.
Right. And you
with
know what?
Tisha and Marcel, because we know
Sure.
all the cheating allegations happening there.
Sure. And you know what? Honestly, I said this in the review that to me it felt like a jab. And I say that because Marcel already reduced them. And that just added to the pile to me. But also too, sometimes you do try to throw out a subliminal. I think that Nell has layers to her. That okay, I can't stand you with this, but if you need help, I got you. Because she's been through enough life to know how to compartmentalize what needs to matter. You know what I mean? So that's how I truly feel about it.
Right. And I feel like that's another reason why she actually was, she would have brought a lot, not only to the expo, which also, I also feel like the reason why they didn't have the Fletchers come, it wasn't just because, them feeling like they're friends with Mel, because the Fletchers are friends with Martell too. Mm-hmm. They're more so friends with Martell. So I would feel like that would be, that wouldn't really be the issue. But I do feel like it's because they didn't want people who actually knew the business or would know more than them to actually come in. And for Marcel to kind of like try to downplay it. Sir, you was up on that panel and couldn't even answer questions from the audience about business.
Venture capitalists, my Lord Jesus.
Son, you don't know what venture capital is. Probably can't even give a you have no definition, no nothing.
No. I mean, hell, even if you looked it up on your phone, people would have dragged you, but at least it was okay, well, at least he pulled out his phone to give a basic definition. But not even that, bro. Like, come on.
And that is, listen, I am not trying to downplay anybody's anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that Tisha has her degrees, but honey, what are your degrees in? Because do you know what venture capital is? You said it said that you have a business degree. Honey, you should know what venture capital is. You should. If there's something that your husband could not answer, you at least try to show some of your smarts. Answer the question.
Yep. I mean,
instead of just being the pretty wife.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when the moderator of your expo is doing better than the panelists. Although I will say this, I think what Stormy did say about don't worry about the money, worry about your pride. I thought that was good advice. And, with Maurice, yes, we all know his credit repair business story, but at least, he said, when you make a mistake, don't run from it, run towards it. I thought that was decent advice because if you're going to an expo about business, to me, it's more about the mindset of business because you don't have the mindset for business. You're not going to understand the responsibilities and the jargon of business. But still, the moderator did better than y'all. Come on now.
Absolutely. And just as when it comes to when it comes to the money and everything, I agree with Maurice as well. If everybody had to pay the same amount, then there should have been where everybody had the same dimensions. But that also goes into being a part of a business and knowing business capital, business ventures, business gain, all of that. Listen here, You need to, one, know how to run that business. One, you
Right.
need to know what kind of business you are even trying to have. What is
Absolutely.
your business going to bring to the community that you're putting this business in? Now,
Absolutely.
how is it that you are going to promote this business in a way where it's understandable, it's affordable, and it's actually seen as more of a help instead of a hindrance to a community? Because a lot of times people
Absolutely.
will put up a business and you're just like, do we really need this shit here? How many Starbucks or liquor stores do you see? Like, how many more McDonald's will we need? How, like, some stuff is just,
Absolutely.
if you know before you do it, then you can make better decisions when it comes time to building that business and brand. But if you don't
Yep.
know that, then you're gonna I'm gonna use some words. Damn, I can't even use these words right now. Listen here. I will. Sometimes it seems as though the Scots are throwing shit at the wall trying to make it stick.
Yeah. I think that's a very valid statement to say.
Because how many times have we seen them actually come up with well, we're doing this, and it's always in a copycat scenario.
Right. That's very true.
What original thought do y'all have? Because y'all are really trying to do any and everything that you see other people being successful at in the hopes that you're still going to have that same success. But if you don't know business 101, you're not going to have that success.
Yeah, and in the preview when Marceau asked for $3,700, I'm like, sir, why are you a broke person asking another broke person for money? Really? Is this what we doing?
Right.
Okay.
And so that's where we're at. Okay. All right. So broke people pay other broke people. I mean, it happens. In this economy, everybody's kind of broke. But listen, if you know how to do your business, then you know how to save as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this, and this, like I said, no tea, no shade. But listen, we're just talking about Tisha's, her degrees. Everyone that went to school didn't mean, just because you graduated didn't mean that you were successful at school. Okay?
Right. That's very true.
Sometimes you was pushed out. Sometimes you barely passed. You graduated, yeah, you got your degree, absolutely. But does that mean you learned anything? No. And I think that's one thing that they, like, some people do things for bragging rights. They do things to make themselves sound and look good. Just like the girl Simone or whatever from Ready to Love when she tried to shade Mel. Listen here, Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers has done her damn thing. Okay.
Now wait a minute. Before you move forward, is Dr. Melody Cherie Lee? Put some respect on her name. Damn it. No, I'm joking. She's not married. I'm joking. Just calm down, y'all. It's a joke. Go ahead, Gigi. Go ahead.
I think we might need to tell her that. I think she would like to know this. This might be some new information from her.
This might be breaking news to her. Oh, my last name is Lee?
Damn. Okay.
Lord.
But yeah, like, okay, so Melody went and got her degree. Now you got this woman Simone, and you want to come and try to shade her like, oh, everybody's putting doctor on the front of their name now. I went to school for 3 years for it, and I'm not using it. Girl, that is your problem. Who the fuck cares? Did nobody ask you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You can't judge off what somebody else does just because you didn't do it or you decided that that's not what you want to do. On your shit, it says attorney. So, baby, be an attorney. And what kind of attorney are you when you couldn't even figure out that your fucking fiance was lying about his finances? You know what I'm doing now?
Yep, there is a interview. No, Gigi is right. There's an interview called Dear Future Wifey where they were, her and her husband Rashad were on Ready to Love Last Resort. And, well, let's just say that they didn't they divorced y'all because he was irresponsible with money. So there is that for you.
And from what has been said, is he's been all up in Melody Cherie Lee's
Now,
DM.
listen. I was highly pissed the hell off. Okay, and Melody said, "Now listen. What do you always say? That you are a king and you don't deal with princes. I understand, but if I don't handle it, there's gonna be problems." Well, she said, "Well, I'm a queen, so what do you want me to do?" Well, I mean, obviously, I want to handle, what we have here. Then come execute. She did not say this, y'all. Calm down. It was a joke. It was a joke. Okay, it was a joke.
Lord have mercy.
Lord help.
No, but it's shit like that. But still, it's just like the Scots do the same shit. They'll sit there
Yep.
and say the shit out of anything that anyone else does, but yet they will turn around and try to do the same thing. If you want to talk about somebody making sweaters, but honey, that's all y'all sell. Or shirts, that's all y'all selling.
Yep.
Y'all saying y'all trying to get into e-commerce,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know how.
And then didn't they say they were going to try a franchise, Black? Like one in Detroit and somewhere else?
They were supposed to have went and expanded on that, what, 2 seasons ago?
Mm-hmm.
When they went to Atlanta?
Yeah. They did say that.
That was the whole point of them doing that there. And then y'all want to promote chocolate in a bottle as if it's yours. That's not y'all. That's not y'all. The Scott's name, all y'all are brand ambassadors. Y'all do not own that, nor did you create or make that. Y'all are the brand ambassador. That is it.
100% agreed. 100% agreed. I honestly tell you the truth, like, I feel like, you know what? I don't want to wish this on Shark Tank, but if they go on Shark Tank with Black as a business, I would actually watch, because I want to see what Mark Cuban is going to do to them.
Look, I want to see what Damon got to say.
That part. Listen,
I do not want to see the downfall of anyone. Never, ever, ever. But let me tell you, sometimes that slice of humble pie looks real nice when it's served up to people who deserve it.
Absolutely. Because let me tell you something. Those sharks on Shark Tank, they actually invest their own money into all those businesses. If they went on Shark Tank and actually got a deal, I would actually cover it. Because I would be that surprised if they got a deal out of the tank. But I don't think they're going to apply. I don't think so.
And then you got to, not only do you have to have the idea and present it to them, or you have to have the idea, but you got to present it to them. Who's going to present it?
And what the numbers are going to be like.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Who's going to present it and who's actually going to be able to answer the questions? Because, they start asking you, okay, so you put in this much. Okay, so how much have you made back? How much does each thing take to make? What is the cost on each thing? You got to know all this. I don't think they know it, nor could they answer those questions.
No.
So it's going to be like, well, wait a minute, can we have someone in the audience? We're on Shark Tank. There is no audience. Yeah. Okay,
and you know
can
what?
We go ask your producer, right?
And here's how crazy this is going to sound. I think Stormy would do better than Marcel and Tisha on Shark Tank.
I'll agree with you. I will agree.
And that's saying a lot, y'all. That's saying a lot.
That is definitely saying a lot. A whole hell of a lot. And I'm sorry, I just had to laugh because I had to think. Marcel talking about the people who would have deserved to be paid for speaking.
Oh my God, like really?
And I'm like, what the fuck are you saying in your, because excuse me, credit one from my understanding is the host was doing what they was doing before credit one.
Mm-hmm.
before you even got into scope. Because, like I said, without Hope, there's no scope. It's
Right.
Scott and Hope. And the Holts are the ones who even put you and Tisha in a position to even have anything.
Exactly.
They gave y'all a place to stay. They gave y'all cars. They gave y'all the business blueprint, the true business blueprint. That's why you were so upset and said that you wasn't trying to pay for somebody to just come and talk about t-shirts, because you felt that you wanted Mel to come and talk about her property preservation for free, give you the free name, and you were going to try to take that, turn around and make profit off of it, because you see what she's really doing and how much she's
Mm-hmm.
really worth and about. But you wanted to downplay it because you didn't get that service. Now,
But you know the crazy thing is though, even though that did not happen with Melody, a hustler knows another hustler.
mm-hmm,
So
yeah,
somebody would say, "Hey, man, and I don't know if you have any time, but is there any way I can give you my business card because I want to talk about property preservation?" Melody still would have got business cards either
right,
way because she knows her stuff. You don't have to be on stage to have knowledge, as we could clearly see.
clearly.
Like, good Lord.
Because Melody actually, we see what she does. It's
Mm-hmm.
not where she's starting something, stopping it. We don't know what the finished product looks like. We don't know. We done heard her say something one time, but we ain't seen nothing. No, Mel finishes. When she says that she's going to do something, she puts it up and she executes that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she shows along the way how things have gone. I've not seen that from anyone else on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Not
And
one
not to mention
person.
too, the thing that really makes me upset is like you said she showed up, which was a good thing, but then you shaded her in the next breath. Like she had a performance to do and
Right.
still made time to come support Black people being prosperous in business.
Black people that said she has a dark soul. Black people that basically said she has no care, compassion, or concern for anyone but herself. Black people that basically said that she couldn't do it or wanted to try to discount her out or try to downplay it and act like, oh, well, because she filed for bankruptcy, she must be broke. No, honey. What she had to do is she filed for bankruptcy because she was in a marriage that wasn't working. And before she started her businesses again and building from ground up, she said, oh, no, you're not going to get none of this money.
And not
I
to
would rather
mention
go file for bankruptcy and start completely over. And that's what she's done. Can y'all say the
Mhm.
same things?
And not
Because
to mention
last I checked, y'all still in
Mhm.
court.
And not to mention on top of that, she actually gave y'all credit on national television. She
Mhm.
said, yeah, y'all, they actually pulled it off. I'm proud of them. Y'all should have used that in y'all promotion. Melody
Something.
Cherie said we did a good job. Y'all should have used that. Lord help,
Yeah,
do I have
if
to
you
be
want
that
to use that
smart?
over and over. Melody said it. Y'all love everything Mel said. Melody said, yep, she said y'all did a good job. But then y'all act like y'all don't want to hear nothing that's being said when it's like, hey, well, you know, there could have been some things that was done differently. But look, for what it is, y'all did good.
Yep.
No, y'all can't even hear that part. And you're right. Marcel
Totally
is
agree.
so fake, right? Marcel was
Yeah.
very fake.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And I feel like, honestly, he wishes that he had a wife like Mel.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to handle it.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Not at all. They're definitely with the no.
After what she said about Martell saying my sad's regret is having 4 kids by a man who couldn't make me come. I'm like, what?
When I say I wanted to dunk myself in that water just because I said, you know what, I ain't even in the pool with her, but I want to listen here. I feel like I need to go.
I'm like, damn, like she actually said that out loud and they put it in the show.
And did you see everybody's face was like, what?
Could you?
Yes, honey, it's definitely possible for that to happen.
I can only imagine what the production crew did after that was over, or if they were like, "Hey, cut! Can we cut?" for a minute. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Did y'all hear what the hell she said? Or am I just no? She said what she said. She said exactly what she said. Like if I was the if I was the producer, if I was the producer over that portion, I would have to yell cut. Did you just say that?
I wonder if that was the time that they was in Texas, where or where they go, Texas, Tennessee.
I think they were in Houston. Yeah, I think so. That was the trip.
So I just wonder, like, where was Martell when that was being said? There's somebody over here that run in like, oh, Martell, she said this. She said this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen here, it must be that booty eating that's got him, where coleslaw stuck, because evidently it ain't anything else.
Listen, you know what, and honestly, I hope this doesn't happen. And I don't think they would do this. But it would be interesting if Martell went on Ready to Love.
You know what? Nope. Listen here, I'm not trying to be drunk every season talking about his combative energy. Just every episode. Okay, y'all, since we started the game, listen here. Combative. We're gonna say it 7 times fast.
Listen, but you know how crazy that would be, though, if he did show up on Ready to Love as an actual contestant. Oh my God.
Lord, who would know? He is not ready for anything but lockup. He's ready for love after lockup, or love during lockup. That should be his shit.
Listen,
I might watch it.
Now I will say that. Now I will say this: if Melody Cherie went on Ready to Love, I would actually go on Ready to Love to shoot my shot. I absolutely would. Absolutely would. No question. You know
what? If they did a Ready to Love Melody Cherie edition, it would only be her, and she would be the only alum, even though she has not been on there. She would still be considered one. And I feel like she would. Now she'd bring a different quality to that show. Next thing you know, Ready to Love be over there on Nubian television, on Nubian Network.
Listen. Oh my Lord. I mean, this was a good episode. It did have a lot in it. You know what I mean? You know, and listen, y'all. I mean, like I always say, this is a special edition of Family Feud, and I'm just waiting for the dumb answers to come out. Like Owen said, new episodes every Saturday night, new after shows every Saturday night, and also new videos every Saturday night.
Got the panel in the morning to talk about it, because this is
man. And you know what? I don't think
videos coming.
Yes. I don't think OWN understood what they did when they did that promo. I mean, I know they understood what they did, because they're like, wait, every Saturday night that means holidays too, every Saturday night. But I don't think they understood what that was going to do for social media. Because I think they know that there was going to be new after shows every Saturday night, but I don't think they're expecting videos at 9/1 every Saturday night. I don't think they're expecting that to be that close. Hello? Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All the videos are there, Nikki. Yes, indeed. All the videos are there. All the videos are there, y'all. Oh, man. I really do. Honestly, this is what YouTube is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be jovial. It's supposed to be just a random cacophony of emotions where you don't know what's going to happen, but you know something is going to happen. 16 people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour, everybody. If you want to join me here on StreamYard, just click the link and you'll be right up here with me. And wherever you want to talk about this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, we can talk about it. Of course, the 5 videos dropped at 9:01 p.m. You can catch all those videos right now. Actually, right now, I had to post the Tiffany one, the thumbnail for it, because it didn't show up for some odd reason. I may re-upload that tomorrow, just to see. But yeah, so, oh, wait a minute now. This is interesting. I'm looking at the videos right now. It looks like y'all liking the baby reveal was serving truth and mimosas. I think y'all liking that one because of the faces that I got. And listen, when I captured that face of Melody and put her on the thumbnail, y'all, that was her actual face from the episode. I didn't do nothing to her face. That was her actual face from the episode. And I thought that would be funny in a thumbnail. So, listen, go enjoy those videos after this show is over. With here. I hope you guys are enjoying the fact that there are new videos dropping every Saturday night, 9:01 right after. Because listen, I know that after the show, everybody is a bit different. Some people, they come to after shows live. Some people have after shows later on in the week. And then, some people, they just need to sit with the episode. And that's why I do the videos at 9:01 every Saturday night, or at least I'm going to try my best to, is because maybe you don't want to go watch the after show. Maybe you want to just go through the episode. And I try to upload the episode in the order of the scenes that happened. So you can just follow video to video to video to video to video. So 18 people, 19 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Having a good time over here. We're just talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot happened with this episode. And yeah, it is definitely much, much more to come for sure. For sure. 17 people in the building. Thank you all so much. And I gotta tell y'all, thank y'all for all the love, the support, everything in between. I cannot tell y'all how much it means to me. Because there are times where it's really trying for me, where I do want to quit YouTube sometimes, but I'm like, no, I can't quit YouTube. I'm not gonna let outside circumstances dictate the gift that God gave me. I can't do it here. I can't do it there. I can't do it anywhere. Sam, I am. So I am here because I want to be here. So Gigi, welcome back in.
Sorry, thank you so much. I had a phone call that kind of cut out. But
no, you're good.
I just heard this last part that you were saying. Yeah, definitely do not let anyone make you feel that you don't have a place here. Because honestly, your content, your creativeness, and honestly, the care that you just have for people as a whole is something that you don't find often. And you have to have a certain quality to be able to do this. And you have to have a certain mind frame. This is not for everybody. I will be the first to say, listen here, because I am open about talking about anything. I am very, very transparent. Listen, I suffer from anxiety and depression. I do. And there has been more than one occasion, which people who follow me, from my subscribers, I have had to apologize because my videos might not come as often. Because my depression might hit me so hard, or it just might be certain things that are triggering that I'm just like, you know what, instead of me even doing videos on this bullshit, I'd rather deal with the bullshit I'm dealing with by myself. in my own
Yep.
life. You know what I'm saying? And so it definitely can be a balancing act. But I just want you to know, one, you know, you're like my little brother. I love you to death. I will
Love you
fight for
too.
you, you know, at any level. You know, I let you know when you're wrong. I will let you know when
Yes,
you're
you
right. I
do.
stand for it. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing is, I'm not going to allow someone to minimize who you are or let you get out of character because I know you. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
you don't ever let anyone um, try to act like you know this isn't where you belong, because it absolutely is.
Well, thank you. That really does mean a lot because, at the end of the day, y'all, I really was debating on covering this show again, but I'm like, you know what? There is a sensitivity, there's an understanding, and there is a bandwidth that I have for commentary that I don't think you can find anywhere else on YouTube. And that's not to say that there are not great people. Shout out to House of Aaron. Shout out to Bingeworthy and Justin Diego. Shout out to DJ Richie Sky. Shout out to Kimpire. Some great men of YouTube. But I know this particular style of how I do what I do, there's only one Braylon Lee. And I think that's why I recognize within myself with debating on doing this show is that, guess what? At the end of the day, there's an audience for this, and every audience needs a variety of platforms to express themselves. So for the panels that will shade this episode, those platforms exist. But for platforms where you just want to hear the truth for what it is, we may shade a little bit here and there, but we always are going to cover the truth as it is. That's what I bring. So yeah. So much love to you for that. Like I said, I think that this season is going to be quite. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I thank you a lot for what you've done and all those people that you mentioned. I feel like we all as content creators go through that.
Yes, we do.
So even the ones that we see that are bigger, that have the 1,000 subscribers, trust and believe they were where we are. And I appreciate a lot of them for actually reaching out or even having, enough human capacity to say, hey, I was once where you are. Because acknowledgement, sometimes you don't have to say anything, but just acknowledging like, hey, you're human too, and I've been there, I can understand. It goes a long way.
Absolutely does. Absolutely it does. So, but no, this, like I said, this season's just getting started, y'all. And I have a feeling that what's to come is going to be crazier than what's happening now. And trust me, I know this 100%. 100%. I know this to be sure. Okay? Just
absolutely. It's definitely going to get deeper, and I feel like this season Martell is going to actually have to take accountability for a lot of things. And I feel like we're going to start seeing some truth when it comes to some of these business ventures and just how people's living. I feel like the truth's going to come out about a lot of things.
Absolutely. And that all good, Queen. Glad to have you here. And glad that you're home safe. Thank you for being here either way. And let me tell you something. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I'm not just saying that because I want you here. I'm not just saying that because I cover the show. But also, too, For the last two episodes, there's been new videos every Saturday night, 1 minute after. Can y'all tell me any other content creators? And I know a couple that are going to be dropping videos right after me, but can y'all tell me any other content creator on YouTube that has videos dropping 1 minute after the hour show you just seen? Like, comment, share, subscribe if you want more of that, because it happens every Saturday night at 9:01.
Right.
Man.
How does it happen? Who knows?
Yeah, YouTube is just YouTube sometimes, y'all. It really
Right.
is. It really is.
And Stephanie 614, I agree. Stormy not speaking to Melody was
Yeah.
terrible. Melody
that
is
was
the queen.
terrible.
Excuse me, this is my show. Okay, you don't have to speak. Don't speak. But you'll see when I said Stormy shift, like, yeah. So she's befriending Tiffany, which I said. Now, remember what I said. Tiffany's not to be trusted. But this is who Stormy's befriending.
Right. Yeah. I did feel Stephanie 614, that was very disrespectful. First of all, it's a baby reveal. Really? Can we have some decorum? It's just a hi. After that, you don't have to speak to her. The feeling's mutual. Like I said in one of my videos, Melody Cherie was just listening to her storm alert warnings. It was just moving accordingly. Okay, so
can I say this? This is why Melody Cherie, Dr. Melody Cherie, is where she is and why they are where they are. Because when it comes to being cordial, being a businesswoman and a boss, she knows how to move in a room, regardless of if she likes you or not. She knows how to conduct herself as a grown-ass woman who can be amongst people who don't like her and still say hello and speak and hold her head held high.
Agreed.
And that right there, that is why she has the power that she does.
Yep.
That's why she's the boss and they're the employees.
No, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, it seems to me that this cast really, they really are their own accounting department. If somebody's done the wrong, as they say, if you come for the king, don't miss. That's a rule on this show. Whatever you do, you better not miss. Okay, and just. I think to me, what really gets me is just like, why in the world do they allow the disrespect to be prevalent on the show? Because honestly, y'all, they're letting a lot of the truth of what we've been talking about on YouTube to be on national TV. And let me tell you something. The network always wants to be ahead of social media. That's just facts. Okay.
True.
The fact that social media is ahead of the network, that's a problem. That's a huge problem, because that means that they don't have as much control as they think they do.
Right. That is absolutely right.
Like I said, 901, y'all. Bet you don't expect 901 to be a particular time this season.
Right. And hold on, that's something else. This is the same damn season, okay? That's something else. Y'all need to do better, because when y'all first came up with, the first look, y'all said this was season 8. Then y'all took it back to season 7. This is really still season 6. Now, come on with your lives. Y'all don't know.
Now that part, because you know what? I was switching my thumbnail for a little bit, because honestly, I saw someone say season 8. Then I saw on upload season 7, episode 1. And then I saw somebody do episode 6. I'm like, you know what? Somebody did say 6A, 6B. I'm just going to go with season 6. Like,
right. That's what it is. Like, where's the true promotion for the show? Y'all don't do nothing until damn near it's the week before. A week and a half, 2 weeks before. No, y'all need to be promoting all throughout. And why is it that y'all are allowing these people to talk about businesses that are not filling, or this is reality TV? Let's talk about the real. That is a part of
Mm-hmm.
reality, is real. Let's talk about some of these lawsuits that are happening and how these business people are getting out of it. For those who are going through certain things like that, this would be a
Right.
great teaching opportunity. Show
Absolutely.
us how this happened. Show us how y'all made it through this.
Absolutely.
We
Simone
don't want to
Morrison
see just
said,
the faking and the hiding all the time.
right. So Simone is saying that OWN has it as season 7, and this was season 7, episode 2. So how in the world is it season 6A and 6B? See, this is confusing.
Listen, they said before the break that this was still going to be season 6. This was just going to be the side B. Now y'all just like, no, we just gonna make this a whole new season.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Simone, thank you for that. I know that you wasn't trying to throw that in the mix to confuse us, but you are absolutely right. OWN did say that. It's just wait, hashtag OWN keeping it real. Don't just let it be a brand, but actually execute it, please. Because listen, OWN keeping it real on Instagram asks, who would you want to bring back from Ready to Love this season? I said my answer, but I'm like, oh, how can you ask a question but not answer your own question? Hashtag that's not OWN keeping it real. Of course, they didn't like my comment because of how funny I was with them. But like, come on now, really, you can't say OWN keeping it real and y'all don't keep it real. That makes no sense.
Honestly, Ready to Love is about the realest thing that I can actually say right now. And that's saying something. Listen.
You know what? By the way, shout out to Aries Webb Williams.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to
Shout
that
out
queen.
to Aries.
She is as real as she is. Me and her do DM each other. I don't DM her often because she is a full-grown woman, and so I respect women's time. But you know, she does support. She was on our panel today, and by the way, the cast does come to our panel, y'all.
Yeah, definitely
Chris,
on the Ready to Love panel that we do on Saturdays. We do have the cast come in. They hop up on the panel. Sometimes they're in the chat, just like today, the drinking game that Braylon and I started. So for those who don't know, Braylon and I, we talk outside of here too.
Yes, we do.
This is really family.
Yes,
blood can't make, we might not be blood, but it don't mean that we not thick. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
So we talked and we came up with the idea, hey, let's just do this and see how it plays out. And it actually went very well to where Aries really decided. Aries said, you know what? No, I'm going to have to come up on the panel. I got to get my wine. So
when Aries said, y'all, I'm drunk at this point, I'm like, I'm done. I am so done. By the way, also shout out to her for saying that's going to be a 2-parter.
Yes.
So for those of you, if you watch Ready to Love, it looks like maybe it was 1 part, but Aries did confirm that was a 2-part episode. I think we did a good job with taking care of Aries where she's not going to get in trouble from OWN because we understand the responsibility of TV. And that's what's wrong. And this is not to dog some of y'all content creators, but some of y'all content creators get so excited with getting somebody from reality TV that you think because you got them, you have carte blanche to ask them anything. No, there's a thing called a non-disclosure agreement. And if they say anything that spoils the season, they could be held liable.
Even though it seemed like some of them wasn't following that shit because they wanted to start talking episode 3.
Yeah, and guess what? And hey, Revelation 2023, it's good to see you. Glad to have you here. And y'all listen, some networks allow their talent to go onto the platforms that they want to. If you do get somebody from a network that has that mindset, you should be very grateful for that. But there are some networks, for example, the Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise franchise, they have to approve of their cast coming on your platform. And you have to sign an NDA to agree to the parameters of the interview. So y'all, please be careful with interviewing stars from reality TV. I'm not saying to do it, but just have some tact in doing it, because
Definitely
you
be
can be held
mindful.
liable.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just be mindful of what you say and just think of, sometimes some questions, you got to kind of put yourselves in their shoes too. Like if there's some questions that that you yourself don't want to answer or wouldn't answer, don't ask somebody else.
Yep.
Not unless it's, now hold on, that goes two ways. Not unless business wise, and it's you know what I'm saying, there's a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? There's some money
Mm-hmm.
coming. There's a setup for what it is that you're about to do. But if you're just, just doing it just to be nosy, you're just, just because you really don't know how to interview, then we need to take a step back.
Exactly right. Because like even today, because I'm like, okay, I know she can't give away nothing from the reunion, but I'm like, if you could give us 3 emotions to describe the reunion, and let me tell you something. When she started to laugh like Sierra, when Sierra was asked to how you co-parent with Future, I'm like, oh, Aries is a real around the way woman. When she started laughing like, only three, Braylon.
Hold on, but what she said, it was combative.
Listen, she still saying that.
Listen, she played the game. She played the game.
And you know what? Shout out to Solana for being such a good sport today. Because
absolutely,
she was like, guys, really?
We had to throw a curveball. Curveballs are wonderful sometimes.
Listen, curveballs are what Nephew Tommy does in Ready to Love from time to time. And we just felt like because it was the finale, we needed a curveball. But the reason why
Love and Marriage Huntsville needs a curveball. Now, listen, we might need to take some things, put them in a basket, shake them up, and see how they all play out. Because we need some curveballs in some other shows.
And the reason why Solana is the amazing Solana that she is, because she does try to be peacemaker. So I felt like there was some times where she was like, okay, guys, this is funny. And then it was like, oh, y'all are really not playing with this game. Like, God, and I feel like she was saying guys because Jessica could have been in the bushes watching. Like, guys. It's like,
Absolutely. She was definitely trying to be peacemaker. Shout out to Queen Talk with Solana. Absolutely love you, babe.
Yes.
But yeah, it was absolutely great. And then when the chat gets involved and they're typing it in the chat, like it's always great to engage.
Oh yeah, recap and review said, she said a comment and she also put in parentheses, I expect you to drink. When it gets that bad, it's good. So we did a poll at the end and we said type a 1 in if you want to do this again, or type a 2 if you don't. So recap and review said, I'm going to do water first. So we're going to take a break, and next Saturday, if you want to join us, we're going to do the combative game. Once again, but here's how I really knew that the game was really like over for us, is when Aries agreed and confirmed the word of what happened this season with that word. When she did that, I'm like, okay, it's confirmed. We can't go back now. We can't.
Everybody put 1s in the chat. So it's a new thing. Okay, it's okay. We're all grown. We're all having fun. It's a weekend. Let loose, relax. But I do feel like there's for these shows to be on the same network, I do feel like there's a lot that could be learned from each one.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I cannot wait to see what Nubian Network has, because I feel like it's going to be a lot more in-depth shows. She might even start producing some movies or series type things, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays out, to basically get her away from Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I feel like she's outgrown it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
And without her, it's really not too much. So I'm ready to see her go ahead and continue to expand herself and her abilities away from, this BS.
I will
And
definitely agree
honey, I
with you.
can't wait to see how they try to copy her now, baby. That's a doctor. That
Yeah,
he
yeah,
said, you don't went and got how many
that
degrees? You don't went back to
yeah.
school and got how many degrees and
Hmm.
ain't not near one of them a doctorate. At least
Now
not that
that
you're showing.
now that's gonna be hard to copy. I'm not going front. You can't just wake up and go do that. No, you actually got to put in work. So that will be a hard one to copy. Revelation 2023 said, "You're asking too much for Stormy. When people show you who they are, believe them. Mel hasn't done a thing to Stormy." No, that's very true. That
Right.
is very true. Now, Stormy, I'm gonna ask this. So, when will Canvas Therapy be about? Because I wanna book a appointment because I'm going through a lot of mental stuff on YouTube and in my life, and you did a really good job with Tiffany. Like, no, I'm being serious. I think Canvas Therapy really could be a good side hustle for you.
Okay,
I
listen,
really mean that.
Braylon, listen, I love you to pieces. I do. But that's just like you can't have everybody pray for you, honey. I'm sorry.
You
Some
don't think
people I
Canvas
don't want working on my name.
you
Mm-mm,
don't think
no.
Canvas Therapy should be the move for Stormy? You don't think so?
Hey, it could be the move for Stormy, and anybody can go. But no, that's just so. Yeah, no, I think I'm a. It's all right. I'd rather go to therapy with my kittens. Listen here, I think they give me better therapy than what she
Lord
could.
help.
Listen,
Lord
we will
help.
sit in a circle together if need be. I don't know.
Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my
Mm-mm.
Lord.
Yeah, no,
Goodness
you just
gracious.
you no. I just you know what? Okay, okay, yeah. No, you can definitely listen here. You try it out, and if I see that you acting any different, I'm taking you to my doctor. We got to get this off him. We got to get this voodoo off him. This is not
Listen,
right.
listen. Y'all, by the way, Canvas Therapy is not a real thing. She will not be doing that as a business, y'all. I thought,
Don't say
listen,
she won't, because listen, she will. Listen, when I say they listen and copy, she will say that she started this back in 2018, and listen, stop playing. No,
Lord,
I've been thought about Canvas Therapy because I was on therapy because it was like Canvas Therapy. No, because I like Canvas Therapy because what I'm saying is when I like it though, because I like it. Like,
Lord help. You know what? Honestly, if Story came out with, because here's the thing, I don't think they have really any spinoff shows from any of the cast members yet. But would it be interesting if Stormy's would be interesting if they had like a show called Stormy's War Room where somebody is in a room with Stormy 101 and Stormy did exactly what she did with Tiffany for an hour as a spinoff show on her own. Stormy's War Room, Saturday nights at 9, 8 Central, right after Love and Marriage Huntsville, only on OWN, only here. Hashtag OWN, keeping it real.
see, no. Listen, and I'm about to say this because this plays into what Revelation 2023 says. What about some gratitude? Like, Stephanie said, what about the gratitude for being on Melody's show? That is
Facts.
so true, Stephanie. But listen, so how can you not even show gratitude for a person who has not only helped expand your product? Because I'm gonna tell you, even though she might have been in every store, I didn't know who the fuck Stormy was. I'm gonna say that I didn't know Stormy, and I didn't know Canvas products because one thing is, I have locks. I don't put any and everything in my hair. My shit is natural, and I basically do it myself. I don't go to the beauty store, the beauty shop. I don't let people all in my hair and all that other stuff. So I didn't know nothing about Canvas Stormy, what she had going on, none of it. But is that really a type of person that you would want to try to tell you how to move forward in your life or how to try to help with some mental issues? It's cool to have a conversation with people. Sometimes even the craziest motherfucker says some same shit sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you need to take all the advice that they're giving.
Now I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. there are some great men that are great locticians too. they 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 know how to free up the locks, if you understand. Let yourself be free. I'm sorry, I need to stop. Anyway. Simone Morrison says, so well, Stormy Canvas is not in Target no more. Interesting. Very interesting. Y'all can still hear me. Put one of the traffics can still hear me there. Oh my Lord Jesus. This is why I do YouTube. This is why. For fun stuff like this. We are live on tour, y'all. We've been on the road for 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 32 seconds. Just talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. The episode premiered about 2 hours and 30 minutes ago. Yes, Gigi, go right ahead.
Yeah, there are some good men that are locticians. Yes, they are. That is very true.
Those are not the locticians I was talking
about. No,
but
okay. Listen. See, I got. Okay. Listen, let me say. I only have one male loctician, and end up marrying him. There was a reason why he became my loctician. No, anyway.
Listen, some locks are used as
reins. The reason why I locked them down.
Listen.
Okay.
Go ahead with what you were going to say.
He likes the way I lock him down.
Listen, thank you, Simone. Much love to you for sure.
Oh goodness,
oh, Lord.
This is I swear, this is how it always is. Like it.
I am always on my best behavior. I'm a loving, kind of gracious individual. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what? You rehearsed that 3 times in the mirror just to make it sound right.
No, I do not. No. No. I will not accept that here, there, or anywhere. Sam, I am. No.
Not on a plane, not on a train?
Not at all. Not at all. Listen.
Okay, not in the house, not with a mouse.
I mean, it's not like some people use locks as reins.
Listen.
Giddy up.
Sometimes.
We're going to Houston.
Sometimes I am my own whip. Okay. All right.
And let me tell you, to all the ladies that are saying, well, I don't have any.
This is how it is. We always have fun like this. It doesn't matter what panel we're on. Listen. It's a
good time. A good time is a good time. Stephanie 614 says, I believe Stormy will end up in prison like the Chrisleys, allegedly, because she has been fudging her income numbers to the banks. That's very true. You cannot lie on your tax returns because that's called tax fraud and tax avoidance.
I'm waiting for them to get caught for this PPP loan fraud because some of them was a part of that too.
No, absolutely. And to all the ladies that say, well, I never wear locks, I have braids. Braids can be used as reins as well. Anyway, let's move on, child.
Listen.
And ponytails can also be used as reins. Okay, I need to stop. I say too much on live.
When I have it in one, it's called a frogger.
You know what?
Marvin knows about this. Not with me. We don't know about this together. No, not together. All right.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Let me take a sip of this one. That's one where you gotta take a sip and your eyes get big when you sip and you
But Stephanie 614, this is what YouTube is supposed to be like. This is exactly what it's supposed to be like. Supposed to be fun.
Absolutely. Honestly, you guys need to come up here on the panel. I would like to hear, like,
Yes.
you guys' real opinions. It's great to type it in the chat, but sometimes just being able to talk about it, just get it off your chest and just say things in that moment, it's amazing. Honestly, that's better therapy than Canvas.
You know what? Listen, we are not going to shoot down Black excellence. Now, we gave Jessica a way for her to be Black excellence today. We're not going to do this to Black people. We help Black people over here.
Do we? Okay. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah. Yes, we. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Combative coffee will be coming soon. Just go to Jessica's website and type in relatable 20 for 20% off of Jessica's combative coffee that will be coming out soon.
How many people, look, I would love to go over there to see how many people actually put in her chat somewhere combative coffee. Can I get 20% off the combative coffee? Like,
that would be crazy if somebody went to her Instagram and actually said, "What do you mean?" Now, listen,
there was a panel that said that you had coffee for 20% off, or you can get the 20% off, and it goes to the veterans. Goes to the vets. Wait, what was it that we said that she was saying? Volatile. You mean volatile? No, volatile. I know how to use my big words. Sure. No.
Oh my Lord. Oh my God.
That's just like, you know what? Over in Canada, this shit right here cracked me the hell up when I heard it. You know how we say aluminum?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching this show on YouTube, and they were in Canada, and they was like the aluminium, and I was like, what the fuck is aluminium? What is that? what is aluminium? Hold on.
Oh my Lord.
I had to read the caption. I said, wait, no, that's aluminum. All right. If that's how they say it, I'm gonna let them say it over there, because I don't know what the hell aluminium is. There's aluminum.
Yes, indeed. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Oh,
yes, y'all. We are on this tour, and it is.
Yes.
It is fun. It is laughter. It's love. It's just.
Yes.
This is how it is supposed to be.
Oh, absolutely.
On this fantastic voyage.
Yes, indeed. And y'all, like I said, to be honest with you, this is my first time really doing a show after it's over like this. Now it does help, of course, that I've been on some panels and I've done some content on this show that kind of builds in the audience. But the fact that for 2 Saturdays, it's been like 20 something people at the peak of it live on this channel, that's huge. I mean, I don't think y'all really understand like how real this is for me. Because y'all gotta realize something. It's not just me taking my notes. It's not just me doing these videos that come up at 9:01. It's me doing all that plus bringing it to you live in a way where you guys actually want to stick around for like over 2 hours.
Good evening, Kathy.
Good evening, Kathy. Welcome in. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. How did you feel, Kathy, about tonight's episode? And like I said, y'all, let me tell you something. Going live, it looks easy, but it's not. It's let me tell you something. If you think that what I'm doing right now looks easy, then I'm doing my job.
Right.
Because I got Gigi up here. I got my comments here live on StreamYard. I'm asking y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Trying to relate to each and every comment. Also go back to the notes. It's a balancing act. It really is. But
you are doing it. That's why every chance I get, I will always let you know how proud I am of you. And you know, we've talked about, you know, where you've come from and and where you are in just a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely keep doing what you are doing. You are doing something right.
Thank you.
And these 901 drops are everything.
Listen, I can't wait until the reunion, and when it's all said and done, everybody looks back at all those Love and Marriage Huntsville videos and be like, he's got like over 20 something videos or 50 something videos of this season. I got to see the season for free on Braylon's YouTube channel.
Right. Right. And I agree with you, Kathy. It was good that Mel got to say, her piece about the Scots.
Yep.
But
I
will
feel like
say
she's been wanting to
there's
say that
there's
for a long
definitely, I
time.
feel like there's more to come with that, because I don't think it's just going to stop there when it comes to her saying her piece. I feel like she's actually going to say more.
Yep.
Because enough is enough when it comes to what they do and how they get away with just talking reckless about people and to people, just like, Marceau calling Nell just Chris's pretty wife. And the lie being said that he didn't know what she did, but then Tisha saying that she knew that she had a daycare center. So
yep.
There's a lot, and I feel like the Scots are definitely going to be getting called out a lot more on their lies.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. And I agree with you, Kathy, that, I think that's been long overdue. For her to feel the way that she feels. Because Mel is one of those people that, guess what? Just because I can deal with you don't mean that I don't have feelings about you. And I feel like that's been in her for a very long time.
Yeah. Because she's not just been the one to just be quiet. She's strategic. Mel is very strategic. She will move according. She'll go ahead and try to come to you in a respectful way, hash it out, basically see where you're coming from, what's going on, and actually try to work it out like that. But after so much, no, her change up, her delivery is going to be a lot different. And I feel like that's where she's at now, because she's like, nah, wait a minute. The moves that I'm making, where I'm at, and just, what has been allowed to happen. Especially being a Scorpio. Listen, us Scorpios, we don't play that shit. Okay, I'm gonna give you one good chance, maybe even two. But you keep on, you gonna wish you didn't. Then they all gonna be needing canvas therapy.
You know what?
I'm just saying. All of them.
Listen.
And you're gonna know why. Just everybody. That's Marceau really gonna be saying, you know what? I think I will go see Dr. Francis. Yes, you better go see somebody's doctor, and not Melody Cherie, because she don't book appointments. She don't take y'all's fraudulent insurance.
You know what? I cannot. Listen, honestly, tell you the truth, like I here's the thing. Just because I have the qualities to be a therapist doesn't mean I should do it. And I say that because of this reason. I said to my friends, if I became a therapist, it would be $1 million price tag. And they said, Braylon, why is it so high? Because see, as a friend, I already have to hear the mess that you go through, that you put yourself in anyway. So if it's $1 million, then guess what? I get paid. So I make $1 million off of you and can sleep. So if I'm at a wedding, hey, bro, you got $1 million? No, okay, then we can't talk.
I'm sorry, did you book an appointment? Okay, well then no. And you're right, Stephanie. Marceau, I feel like one of the reasons is because of the 47 acres, but also he's just jealous, period. I feel like he, in a way, this is allegedly, and in my opinion, one, the person that Mel is, he has a thing for Mel, okay? There's just a light to Mel that he holds her up in a higher regard than what he does his own wife. And Mel sees it, Tisha sees it. That's why anytime Marceau is said to have met up with Mel and she wasn't around, she gets an attitude. She gets upset. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Hey, Sean, welcome
But
in.
Tisha gets upset anytime Marceau has any alone time or any meetups with Mel alone because she's jealous, because she knows that Marceau has a thing for Mel in a way. But also, it's not just that, but Mel, I feel like Marceau's also just mad at the success. And he's
Mhm.
also mad that Mel didn't give him the freebie on the Espo when it came to
Mhm.
the property preservation. She's not giving them the freebie. She's not giving them the game that she once did back in the day before 47 acres, before they were scoped, before Tisha and the Scotts could even pretend to even be who they are. Because Mel and Martell is the one who made them really who they are. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of jealousy and envy all the way around, and it just keeps adding on. Everything Mel does, it just adds to it. So this woman could buy and could start making her own toilet paper. Do you know they will be mad at her and tell her that she's not the shit?
Mhm.
Like that's just them. I feel like the Scots and it doesn't. Anybody who's doing anything better than what they're doing is just they don't understand why they can't have that success. And like I said, everyone deserves to be successful, but not everyone's meant to have success.
Mhm. I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. And here's the thing, too, right? I think a lot of times in life, when it comes to success, it is in the eye of the beholder. Because there are a lot of people, y'all, that I have called to get my shot. And when I say that, I'm not just saying that either. I actually mean that. Just because somebody may not say nothing to me now doesn't mean that that receipt did matter. Because every company has problems. Not every company gets solutions. So if you're in the room and you know who you are, if that person's smart enough, they'll recognize it. So if I'm in a room with Will Packer and I say an idea that can make him money, he's like, wait a minute. You ain't traditional, but you know your gift, it'll speak for itself. You don't have to press in order to be seen. It
Absolutely.
may take a long time for you to get seen, but once you're seen, you ain't gotta do nothing else. You ain't gotta do nothing else.
No.
So if you happen to see somebody at the right place at the right time, you go and do what you do and hustle. You understand? If
All
you were
right.
at the Beyonce Renaissance store and you happen to be in the VIP section, be that person to give that business card. That's right. Your friend will be like, why did you give a business card to Lila Anthony? Because she lied like Anthony. I'm trying to get somewhere. You got a problem with it? Because sometimes the opportunities that we miss out on is not because of God, it's not because of the devil, it's because it's us.
Mm-hmm.
We are our own problem sometimes, and we just don't want to say that
Yep.
out loud.
Yep.
In the same way, we can be our own solution to real talk.
Good night, Nikki.
Good night, Nikki. Much love to
And
you.
I agree with you too, Revelation. How can you have, this jealousy or this jealous heart, but
Mm-hmm.
then try to bring light or do right when it comes to certain things. And that's why I said when it comes to the whole, even though it was a joke about the whole canvas therapy, that's just like you can't have everybody pray over you because their heart
Mm-hmm.
and who they pray to and what they pray about might not be for you. And it might not be aligned with your prayers or where you're trying to be. And that it can hurt you better than it can help. But when it comes to like the Scots, And this goes into what you were saying too, Braylon. Even if your ideas don't get seen and heard at this moment, doesn't mean that later on they won't. Doesn't mean that your ideas aren't good ideas. But when you don't have good intentions behind those good ideas,
That part.
most of the time that's where you fuck up. That's where you're gonna fall. That's where, okay, you might get the success that you want for that moment, but guess what? It's not gonna last because the intentions behind it didn't go along with what you were, pushing out. That's why you see a lot of these, lawmakers who they push these agendas. Next thing you know, they're in the news because the same agenda that they're pushing and going against, that's the life they're living.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just have to watch that. It definitely has to be, um, like you said, we are our own worst critic. We go against ourselves sometimes worse than a stranger will. We
Absolutely.
will hold ourselves back. We will make ourselves seem to be negative or worse than what we really are.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has to say it. As long as we say it and believe it, that's what it is. We are our own gospel. A lot of people say they have faith and they believe. No, you really are believing in yourself. Because if you're living outside of more than just you, then you can receive more than just you. Now, I ain't trying to preach
Absolutely right.
tonight. It ain't even Sunday yet. It's only Saturday.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And this is the thing too. I do feel that sometimes when we miss out on opportunities, we won't ever appreciate having the opportunities. I'm gonna say that again. When we don't feel like we have the opportunities that we deserve, that we felt like we deserve, we should have had, we miss out on the opportunities that are in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you make it, you can be either upset of how long it took you to get here, or you can celebrate what's in front of you.
Right.
But you still gonna have to do something. So you
Right.
don't think that by the time Braylon Lee makes it, I could be as upset as I want to be.
Right.
But when I see Braylon Lee on the call sheet as a host of a show, oh, it's game over.
Right. Like
What
you said, it's not
time?
about how long it took you to get there. It's about the fact that you made it.
Exactly. And here's the thing, people who know you will give you your credit when you have done what you needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And for all the celebrities that are, and for all the celebrities that don't know you, when you get in the door, they may not know you because they had seen you, but that doesn't mean that the team won't tell them about you
Right.
so they can know who you are when you step into the room.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. That is definitely so true. But I feel like that needs to be understood first before you decide that you want to be, this big name and big boss and all this thing. Like I said, when it comes to the Scots and just people in general, everyone deserves success, but not everyone's meant to have it.
Mm-hmm.
So with the Scots, the intentions behind what they do is it's so envious and filled with jealousy
Mm-hmm.
that and ill intentions, honestly, that their success is not coming like they're wanting. So they're they're throwing anything to try to see what's going to stick.
Mm-hmm.
But while they're doing it, they're still trying to discredit anyone else who has done it before them.
Agreed.
Because I still don't understand how it is that they had, felt that they could speak on Melody and anything that she does to downplay it and then to make it like Maurice. or Stormy would have been the ones that would be paid to speak. Are you serious? Melody
Mm-hmm.
Cherie, this is what she does. Do you have so much malice and jealousy in your heart that you can't actually see what could make your business better? This
Mm-hmm.
could help the success rate of your business. You have a professional speaker who could actually come and help out, you know, with what you say is your black business.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give that? But it's because it wasn't what you wanted. She wasn't going to give you what you wanted. She still could give you what you need, but it wasn't what you
Yep.
wanted, so you couldn't see that it was
Mm-hmm.
helpful.
No, I absolutely agree. I mean, honestly, my thing is this: like, I think they said that Kimmy Scott was on a episode of HGTV.
Yes,
Like
she
y'all
was.
have one, like y'all at Warner Bros. Discovery. Y'all don't know that y'all also are under the same umbrella HGTV. Y'all can't go over there and get a spinoff show.
Right, Stephanie. So true. But yeah, the HGT. Listen, when did you? So you must not have seen it. When I say I seen parts of it, and I was just like, you know what, this is not this is not it. Now it'd be different if Kimmy was on an episode of a ER show, something about nursing. I feel like she would have been way more comfortable. Would have been it just kind of would have flowed a little bit better. But that was I don't feel like that was a good look for them.
Mm.
Yeah, it didn't seem genuine. It seemed forced and almost like she didn't know. I ain't gonna say almost. There was a lot that it was just like, girl, what are you talking about? It was ratchet. It was damn near ratchet. It was
Damn.
it was yeah. It, but it's great that they're trying to expand, or that she's trying to expand. But still, Marceau, what could Maurice talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Credit one. Whose credit has he helped? I've not heard anybody talk about them going to Credit One and getting their credit repaired.
No.
Has if anybody knows anybody that's been to Credit One, please, they could DM me. They could DM Braylon. I would
Mm-hmm.
like to know the process of Credit One, and was it an actual success?
I don't even think they've even had anybody come to their office to be filmed on camera. I mean, at least with Marceau and Tisha, there was at least somebody at their office talking about business.
Right. Right. Somebody let me know something. Like right now, Martell is going through rebuilding his credit. Did they help him? Like maybe they helped Martell. I don't know. What is it that I mean? Show us something that he does with his law degree. Something.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying that you would rather pay them to speak. And how could you say you'd rather pay Stormy when you tried to have her pay $100 a day?
That part.
$100 with the dimension that and the space that she took up, that was more than $100, honey. If you actually know business,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you really was to charge everybody for space and where they are once it started filling up, you should have thought about getting a bigger venue, or even having a bigger venue on hand just in case.
Yeah.
If not, okay, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to do this. We're going to have to keep it to where it is just for this. Let everybody get the same amount of space. This is what your packet involves, But no, you wasn't going to pay Stormy. You wasn't going to pay anybody. And that's why y'all don't want to talk about the finances. Y'all don't want to talk about where the money went to, what it was spent on. because it was a conversation like there wasn't really too much at the event for y'all to have spent all this money.
Hmm. No, I
So
agree
what was
with that.
that? But y'all talking about new cars.
Right.
Hmm.
No, I agree with that. 15 people in the building. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are here live on tour. We have been on tour for almost about, give me one moment, y'all. Hang on. We've been on tour for 3 hours live since 8 p.m. yesterday. You guys are some virtual travelers, virtual tour family to still be rolling with us strong here on the roads of Love and Marriage Huntsville here. If I was Kimmy, now there's not a lot of black health shows on OWN. If you have a degree in nursing and you've been a nurse for that long, I would say, hey, I would like to do a weekly talk show where I talk about, health issues. And you know what? Honestly, I would pitch it for 9/8 Central right after Love and Marriage Huntsville. And build your name up through that. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be anything big, but you can bring on different people and you can talk about, breastfeeding, you can talk about sexual health. Like, we need more black people in the world of health. And I think that would be a good move for Kimmy. It's a spinoff show and she can be an executive producer, but I would stipulate that Maurice or Marceau or none of them can have any involvement. It has to be just Kimmy. Go right ahead. I'm good. I think a call may have came in, y'all. So, but yes, indeed, 11 people are in the building with us. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Put a little poll question up here. She wouldn't do Maurice has to be involved. Well, guess what? She wouldn't get no show if I was at home. No, you're gonna learn how to stand 10 toes down on your own as a full-grown woman. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. And plus, knowing that, why would Maurice be involved? Like, he doesn't have anything to deal with health. Like, that's just real talk. Like, I totally get you, Stephanie. I totally agree. But yeah, I just, and that's the thing too. I think sometimes people don't know that they can be free in their own life until they actually do it. And it takes a minute for you to. It takes you a minute to recognize that. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right that he did stop her job, and that was completely disrespectful. That was completely disrespectful. Which I didn't get that either. Like, if her job was that good, bringing in benefits, why would you stop a blessing? I don't get that. No, nobody is ever going to make me stop at what I do, unless it's affecting my health at that point. But yes, indeed. I put a poll up to ask you guys, and 10 people are here. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I just asked I ended at 3 hours and 30 minutes because we have been on the road for a good while talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am so here for it. Like I said, these lives, I think they're going to really contribute a lot to this channel. Because I think you guys are getting to experience me outside of all the other panels and everything else. And not to mention, you guys are getting to know me for me. You know what I mean? I think that was the hardest thing about.
And there's still a lot more to get to know about him because he's crazy.
Listen, I am a loving, kind, and gracious individual.
You are. I will not. I'm not even going to downplay that. You definitely are so gracious and kind. You is kind. You is smart.
And you is
important.
Listen, shoot. And listen, I try my best to not start anything. I really don't start anything, okay? I just try to have fun with what I do. I do finish things, absolutely. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, that's all it is. He just will finish it.
That's it. That is it. I think the biggest thing I'm kind of wondering is like, how in the world are we going to do this game for a 2-parter reunion? Because we started this game, really, y'all, the game started as a joke. Like, we didn't think it was going to go this far. Okay? We really did. We kind of hoped it, but it's one thing to hope, it's another thing for it to actually be reality. But, like, man, oh man. Stephanie 614 said jealousy of her giving outside influences of her time. Understood. And that can be tried. That definitely can be tried.
Yeah. But I think that the game actually turned out really, really great. Really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but are we gonna be sipping Grand Marnier next week? Like, what is it?
You know what? I don't know if I got the budget to get Grand Marnier. I really don't. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Like, and this is the thing too. It's like, how, and one of y'all could say, "Well, Brad, how dare you say that?" But yet you don't do anything about it. I'm like, okay, first of all, you're not gonna come for me like that. Okay, listen, I have great ideas. I do, but it's the execution of it all. Okay, so don't come for me that hard. But it would be funny to get some Grand Marnier. Bring it on camera.
Oh, Lord. Just, yeah. Yep. So what are we sipping on? Grand Marnier and combative coffee.
You know what?
Okay.
Now look, don't make Jessica do a creamer. Don't make her do a creamer line as a part of her coffee company. Now we got combative creamer to add to your combative coffee.
To add to your combative coffee. Listen, she better sell that shit. Combative coffee.
Listen. I swear if Solana's like, so Jessica, messaged me and she has some choice words. Oh my Lord Jesus. It is all for fun, y'all. It is all for fun. 14 people in the building. My Lord. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Yeah. But that's why I had to let it be known, like, hey, Jessica blocked you, so don't even worry about it. She ain't gonna see this.
No.
She was in her feelings so much. And honestly, it kind of seemed like she was, again, following Janelle. Because Janelle did it first, and then Jessica for what? Solana don't come after nobody like that. Like, she's great at what she does.
She absolutely is a legend. And
now, if you can't handle it, then that's on you.
Yeah. And she tries to be fair with every topic. She really does. Like, and to give y'all the dynamics of the Ready to Love panel, like, Solana's the one that brings it all together. Gigi has her wisdom. Q is the homeboy, around the way brother. And then I'm just the fool that just says the quiet part out loud a little too damn much. But it all works together, though. It all works together. And it's a very tricky balancing act. So whenever we go live, of course, we me and Gigi talking. I definitely want to talk to Solana and Q more outside the show, but also too, I don't know how they are, with because not everybody wants to talk. You know what I mean? So I try to respect that, but also I know it's a two-way street. But we don't talk before the panel. We don't. We only talk for like maybe a minute or two, and just kind of do what we do because the chemistry of what we do before the show makes the show. And when we're live, we're live. So most of the time, when it ends up happening that we're live, we genuinely do not know what each other's going to say. We really don't. Like, for example, today, when we talked about Aries, and Aries was so gracious with this joke that I said, I'm like, her mama ain't looking too bad. It'll be on Ready to Love the Golden Year season. And I'm just like, you are a problem, sir. Shut your behind up. Oh my Lord.
But she was absolutely okay with it. There was, because listen, her mama, okay. Now listen here, honey.
But you know what though? Here's the thing. I would never say something disrespectful to be mean on purpose. And for contextual purposes, y'all, Phil bought flowers and Aries' mom did a wink. So when she did that, looking as beautiful as she did, I'm like, okay, listen. Let her be on Ray Love the Golden Years, and I might be a contestant. Now, I did not go that far with Aries, okay? I knew where the line was. No,
but you did do the hypothetical of you and her together.
Okay, you know what? She was very gracious for that, okay? Like, I was the only dude on the panel. What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? But I thought it was a great example, though, for what I needed to say.
I ain't even gonna say it was. You did good. You did good.
You know what I mean? And honestly, to tell you the truth, like when because we talked about a young lady that did the most on our panel, and we all gathered her, and I was. Aries was saying like that was a lot, but when I said, the tea is that if somebody were to come for you, I would defend you the same way. She said, I know you would. I'm like, okay then. She understands this king's energy very well. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. I need to stop. Lord hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, you know what she brought up herself. I know this 29-year-old man did not come through as an actual man live on YouTube.
Right.
She as soon as that live was over, I might need to look at a younger demographic because that was kind of hot. He did not stutter not a damn word he said.
Not a word.
Shout out to Aries. She is really good people. She really, really is.
Yeah. Aries definitely, she has definitely held a different quality of character when it comes to the show.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely has held her own. She has not conformed to the narratives of, some of the other ladies. And it wasn't just her. There was a couple of them that actually, I could see now where they were, when they were saying that some of the ladies were mean girls or how they was acting. At first I was like, why would you say that? But now I see. And when you see how, especially Aries, just, she holds her own, she holds her head held up, she just, Aries definitely deserves love. And I really,
absolutely, I think she will find
I would like to love to still see her journey, honestly.
Yeah, I absolutely would, but she did say she would never do it again, and she was so she was like, I would never do, because when we talked to, and we try to recognize that this is a moment in time. This is not who they are. Although Aries said that the show does show the mirror of who they actually are. But we do try to give grace, space, and love to that, because to be so open, so vulnerable, and so transparent, to go on national television, people to judge you with your love journey, that takes a lot. That deserves to be given credit to. And so after I said that, she said she would never do it again. But I do believe she definitely deserves love. And listen, I'm going to say I'm a part Aries Cavalry, where if she's going to be a dude, hey, listen, I'm going to need you to sit down with me. Well, who are you? I'm Aries man until she actually finds a man. So who the hell are you? What's your name? Where you from? Do you care about her feelings? Are you strong? What you doing? Aries, is this your dude? No, he's not my dude, but he flamed somebody out on YouTube, and for your own good, I would just answer his questions. Any other questions?
Right. Are you sure you questioning the right? See, you don't understand. He is my representative.
And you know what? I think Chris would co-sign me being Aries representative after the way I defended him.
Yes.
Because Chris was like, "Go ahead, Braylon. I ain't mad at you."
I wouldn't mind seeing what Aries and Chris could possibly have.
That's true. Because they did have a connection. Now I remember, her saying, when they were, because that what happens, y'all, is they choose 2 to 3 people to go up for dates, and Aries was with Chris, and so she was like, "Well, I'm glad that you're not going anywhere." And it was forget the television camera. She meant that, cameras on or not. That I'm glad that you're not going anywhere. So, listen.
This reunion is definitely going to be something. I'm ready to see the reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I'm wanting to see Mel go ahead and flame the shit out of Marceau and Letitia.
Well, I have a feeling that some people in the world may see it before others. Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling of that too. I'm just saying.
I'll just leave that there.
It might just play out beforehand.
I'll just leave that there, yo.
Yeah, just leave that there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say too much.
Oh, never. It's, you know what, honestly, it's fun to play a mental game sometimes. It really is.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I always love getting on the panel with you, and being a part of it, and us having our conversations, and just being able to vibe how we do.
Absolutely. Good night, Revelation 2023. Love you very much.
Right.
We'll talk soon.
Good night, everyone. I'm actually going to be heading off here myself because I have some other work to do.
Understood. I'm probably going to close it out at 3:30 with the daily motivational thought, and then just wrap this up. But this was a good damn live. Say what y'all want to. Look, 44 likes on this damn video. Okay, listen.
Right. You are doing it. Let me tell you are doing it.
Thank you. We'll talk soon, Gigi. Love you. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Love you. Good night. And make sure that you are, on the panel in the morning for the review. So.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Wait. Which one? Because I got tea talk with your girl at 5.
Okay,
tomorrow.
So it'll be 3 your time. It'd be Ucha or myself, Ucha, and review and recaps doing Love and Marriage Huntsville in the morning. So it's always great to have your viewpoints.
I'm trying to
always good to have you on the panel. So
because I'm trying to think, I go to work at 10 a.m. tomorrow Eastern.
Okay.
So
you have a good day at work.
Yeah, but you know what? I always try to come through. So I'll at least
Right.
try to come through and just type in the live chat, hey. And if y'all want to
Exactly.
know how to support people, if you can't show up on the panel, just saying hey does a lot more than you think. I
It does.
really mean that. Because there's some people that, are not going to see this live show, and they may not watch the whole 3 hour thing, but they'll drop a comment just to put it in the algorithm. And I promise you that
Right.
does more than you know. So
Absolutely. But good night. Good night, everyone
good
in the
night.
chat. Stay blessed, and I will see y'all later.
All right,
Bye.
sounds good. Much love. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye.
All right. Well, y'all, as we get ready to wrap up here, I'm going to wrap it up at 3 hours and 30 minutes just to end it right there because we got 10 people left. This has been so much fun. I'm going to keep doing these after shows every Saturday night because it's just that much fun with all of you. It really is. And it is really, really a good time. I so appreciate the humanity of this show that it hits everybody in so many different ways. This show actually makes you want to be a better person because you see what not to be. And I truly think that at the end of the day, that all of our journeys in life are different, but that doesn't mean that there's not similarities. And I think we have to be better at allowing ourselves to understand that, but bigger than understanding that, allowing ourselves to feel that just because we're going through things doesn't mean we have to be mean or nasty or hateful. We can be a resource to each other, and I truly do believe that. I try my best to do that on this channel. I really and don't worry, y'all. I am going to post other original content. But I do know that Love Marriage Huntsville is on, so I know a lot of y'all are going to come over here for that. So I do see the numbers, going down as we get ready to pull into the mental garage of Virtual Tour Live. But no, this has been such a fun live. I can't wait to see how many views actually happen tonight, because usually what ends up happening as soon as you get done with your live, you go to your YouTube channel, it'll tell you how many. So I know that this episode was a huge one. But yes, indeed. But yeah, shout out to Brown Skin Girl, her great news for sure. Soon as I am done here, I am probably going to go over to King Ashley Ann. King Ashley Ann is a huge social media content creator and manager and just everything. Me and her from the same state of Arkansas, and so I'm going to go on her panel and show her some love tonight. She just got started not too long ago, so I'll definitely be over there probably showing her some love. So it's a good dynamic over there. But yes, indeed. Any final thoughts from any of you in the live chat as we get ready to wrap up here? I know it's a bit of a long way to 3 hours and 30 minutes, but we are going to get there 1 minute at a time. And and like I said, I'll be back on Tuesday with Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Like I said, Sunday will be me and T Talk with your girl doing what we do live at 5 o'clock. Our review, of course, and it should be a wonderful time. I love doing those reviews because you never know what's going to happen. I'm my own energy over here, but with T Talk, it's definitely a different vibe because me and T Talk, we talk offline, but with the show, we don't talk about the show until we get on the air. Good night, Simone. Thank you so much, Simone, for being here. Much love to you as well. But yes, indeed. So it's a good time. It is a good time being here. So, oh. By the way, I do like this nighttime riding music. I really, really do. It's relaxing music. Plus, it forces me to be at my best when I have this music on the background. You know what I mean? So, but yes. Hmm. 4 people in the building. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for being here with me as we get ready to close out virtual tour live. I appreciate all of you. 5 people in the building. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We've been here for 3 hours, 25 minutes, and 14 seconds. Um, it's just been a fun ride tonight. A lot has been said, a lot has been thought of, and you know what? Honestly, too, the way that OWN does their promotion, like they know what they're doing with Saturday night. Because guess what? Soon as Sunday comes, you got all that time to wait until Saturday, and then at 7 o'clock, you know what time it is. You know what to do. It's time to get around your TV and watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. So they definitely know what they're doing. They're doing by putting it at the end of the week because it makes you look forward to something important. So yeah, so it's definitely. I'm not gonna say addicting because that word is tossed around so much, but it's definitely a road trip of dopamine to get to Saturday. And dopamine is good toxins, everybody. So. But yes, indeed. 7 people in the building. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you for being here. We've been on the road for about over 3 hours now, live, non-stop traveling, driving, and everything. And right now, we are almost there to 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm going to be pulling in the mental garage here in just a little bit. And yes, indeed. So thank all of you for hanging out with me as we get to the end of our live. It's been a great time. It's been a great time. I look forward to seeing all the other recap shows this week. You may see me in some. You may see me in some of them. So but yeah, I'm like I said. So now it's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I'm going live 4 days a week, which is crazy. To really think about. I try to do most of my lives on my day off because that's when I will have the most time to dedicate to it. And I don't really like coming off of work and then going live because it's I'm already tired from the day that was. But when I did the show Thursday, it was the show I was supposed to do, and it still was a good show. So if y'all do see me take a day off, I will always do my best to do the show the next day, just to be consistent. So it's interesting because on my YouTube studio, and I've said this many times before, but on my YouTube studio, I get new viewers from my videos, and then I get returning viewers to my lives. So it seems like one thing is fueling the other here. So as we get ready to pull into the mental garage, let me get the daily motivational thought up. This is from Arnold Glasgow. In life, as in football, you won't go far unless you know what the goalposts are. Let me say that again. In life, as in football, you won't go far unless you know what the goalposts are. I definitely do agree that sometimes we do need the goalposts to know exactly where the end zone is. But also, too, if the football gets out the stadium, also celebrate that too, because that means you put a little extra work into getting that touchdown for sure. So it's time for the Daily Motivator, Saturday, September 23rd, 2023. Miracle of it all. Miracle of it all. Listen as waves roll again and again onto the shore. Watch as the sun gently sinks below the horizon. Invest the whole of your awareness in the moment you're in, the place where you are. Notice completely the spectacular permeates the ordinary. Gaze long enough in the same direction, and everything you see is beauty upon beauty. Give sufficient discernment to the situation, and its great value and potential um, become self-evident. Relax your concerns, face the possibilities, let yourself be so consumed with gratitude that gratitude is not even close to enough. Then act upon your most sincere and loving instinct to expand upon the miracle of it all. Shiny, dusty, old and new, simple, complex, soft and hard, everything joins in the magnificent spectacle. And here you are to know it, share it, and carry it for Ralph Morrison. There's a song from Shirley Jones Moffett called "The God of Miracles," and the lyric, it says, "The fact that I am here to see another year means you're the God of miracles." And I certainly do believe that miracles happen not because of the size of the mustard seed of faith, but it is your energy that you put into that mustard seed of faith. Gaze long enough in the same direction, and everything you see is beauty upon beauty. I will agree and disagree with that, because sometimes, as we gaze long enough in the same direction, um, sometimes some things don't look as beautiful as we think they are. Sometimes is darkness, and sometimes we want to stay there, but that doesn't mean we should dwell there. Ooh, that's good. Just because we want to stay there doesn't mean we should dwell there. And finally, at the end of the day, I truly do think that as we move forward toward the end of the year, there's 365 days. There's 365 days of blessings that have not happened yet. So live in the miracle of it all, of the blessings that can be, should be, and will be to come for you, for me, and everybody in between. With that, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live has come to a close. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you are always born a blessing. And trust you may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, it's nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully by spending time together, we will rise up to be great together. And always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, or living your best life, or just recognizing that, hey, guess what? Before you try to tell other people what they should do, you should be worried about your own house. Make sure the replay is not just worth for you to watch it, not just for you to listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you, I value, I embrace you all, wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever success you have achieved. I am very proud of you, but if nobody else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self. You are loved, you're cared for, and that you're valued. I feel the love. I'll send it back to you. I'll see you guys Sunday tomorrow for Tea Talk with your girl at 5 o'clock. Of course, recapping reviews with Talk with Solana, Queen TV GG9, recap reviews. I think there might be one other person. I don't know, but that will be happening at 10 a.m. Tomorrow morning. So with that being said, love you all. I'm going to go to King Ashley Ann's YouTube channel if you want to follow me there. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.